I got a crick in my neck. Oh my god. Ow. Good morning to everybody that's in here so far. Also, good morning to why I look like why my camera look like. All right, there we go. Good morning to everybody that's in here so far. Also, good morning to everybody that's going to replay the show today. I'm sorry. That matters as well. Welcome back to a daily fact and stat show Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time until typically 2 something, 3 something, 4 something. Yesterday went to like 4:30, somewhere in that ballpark. As far as the show times. If you are watching on YouTube first and foremost, or you even watching the show back, or you're watching it live right now, do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button on this video. That helps the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across facts and stats. Be willing to just click the show to listen. Be willing to potentially join the Discord. Be willing to potentially come on stage. And most important thing is be willing to, or not even just be willing to, grow to be or being a frequent listener on a day-to-day basis like majority of you all are over the last couple of years, or whether you just found out about facts and stats at the top of this year and you've been listening ever since. That is very important. Also on YouTube, there's a couple of things you guys can do to extend your support. You all can hit the outside of hitting the thumbs up button, you all can send super chats and super thanks at any time. The amount does not matter to me. I'll be grateful. Also, you can become a member on the YouTube side of things. The link is in the description on this video. And then last but certainly not least, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, make sure you all hit that subscribe button. Now to the other folks that's probably watching on Twitch right now, you can do a couple of things to extend your support for the platform as well. You can sub through Amazon Prime, which Nightbot will also populate in the chat throughout the show today. Outside of subbing on Amazon Prime, you can sub the regular way. That's directly through Twitch. Nightbot also populate that link in the chat as well. And that pretty much it. Well, not it, but there's some other things you can do as well, which I'm not going to say at the moment. So, yeah, that's that. Hit that follow button on Twitch if you're not following. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you're not subscribed. And feel free to extend your support for the platforms. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Heaven Son, what's up? John Doe, what's up? Chan, what's good? My other monitor is not working. So, yeah. This just happened like 20 minutes ago. I don't know. So, I'm going to take like 2 to 5 minutes real quick to try to fix it. But if I can't fix it, I'm cooked. For the day, to be completely honest. Hold on, let me see something real quick. If you're just now coming in, my other monitor is not working. It just happened about 20 minutes ago. So I'm trying to fix it. If I cannot fix it, I am just fucked. So I'm just being completely honest with you all for today. And I feel like there's just a shortage inside. I just want a whole new monitor. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm so cool. What's today? Tuesday. My new monitor probably wouldn't get here till like Thursday, Friday. Like, come on, bro. What's good, right? By the way, if you are just not coming in here, I'm trying to fix my other monitor. If my other monitor does not fix, I can't do much. Just simple put, because I can't share my screen. It's deeper than that, John, though. Just giving y'all I'm trying to fix my other monitor. Give me 2 to 3 more minutes. If I cannot fix it, I'm SOL. This happened about 20 minutes ago. Figured I've been needed a new monitor. But, yeah. So, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. This man first comment is show never start on time when he wasn't even in here to know why my camera wasn't even on. So I'm not even going to adjust that comment. Just God bless that brother. All right. Got it to work, thankfully. But it's still my next thing that I got to take care of. It's clear that I'm going to need a new monitor. So I got to go ahead and take care of a new monitor. So again, I already said everything about the YouTube side of things, Twitch side of things. For anybody that does not know, to join the stage, you have to join the stage through the Facts and Stats Discord. When you join the stage through the Facts and Stats Discord, you will click the live show stage channel, and that's how you will come up here. I will pin this Discord link on the YouTube side of things, and then on the Twitch side of things, you'll see different things pinned at the time, like how to sub to Amazon Prime, how to join the Discord, and different things like that. Or not how to join the Discord, how to join the stage, I'm sorry. To join the Discord. So give me 1 second. Bro, how I get a crook in my neck, bro? It's blowing me. Snap. 13 seconds, what you talking about? What you talking about, bro? Alright, yesterday we started the show off with talking about Max Crosby, NFL free agency, different things like that. Today we are going to start the show off with the other side, sort of kind of where we ended the show. And that's the National Basketball Association, because we had a crazy performance between two players last night. One solidified himself as the back-to-back MVP. So not only me, to a lot of people as well. We had the Clippers reach 500, and I said if they do that or even get over it, then I would have a lot of high praise for them, and they did that. And that's pretty much it for the NBA last night. That wild game that we had last night. I mean, the Clippers reaching 500, and then that's that. And then after that, we'll get to college basketball awards and different things like that. I didn't even hear it said yesterday in Discord, but I got on Twitter last night and I saw Jaden Bradley was Big 12 Player of the Year, bro. And that's probably one of the most disgusting things that I've seen in my lifetime. So we'll obviously have conversations around all of that, and then we'll conclude the show with putting the NFL at the back end. So we'll have the NFL free agency day one recap. What are some things your team did? If you want to share what your team did. Then after that, we will just talk about all the moves. So you can share what your team did, who you got added, who y'all potentially lost or lost. And then what your team, what else you want your team to do day 2, day 3, and so forth going forward. So yeah, man, I'm excited. Yesterday was a phenomenal show. Today's Should be good, solid sports talks as well, and also throughout the rest of the week. Why you say Han Chan? Knicks, Pistons, Cavs, no, they fucked up and then buried themselves when they had a chance. LOL. Now Tatum is back. SP Boston coming for that first seed. Oh, so Boston's coming for that first seed. Bury the Celtics. That's an interesting word. Bury. Clippers. Insert 3 fire emojis per Amadou. JB 100%. JB 100%. I spoke on every time. I spoke on how JB rose in big games and things like that. Player of the year for AJ. No, I'm sorry. There's just no way in hell anybody can convince me otherwise on that. Justin Achille, what's the word? It's hard for me to look at you the same. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me to look at you the same, bro. Like, your starting quarterback is Tua now. Like, it's hard for me to even look at you the same, bro. Like, how can you even talk football this year? That's why I be feeling bad for some of y'all. Like, some of y'all can't even, like, talk football. Like, y'all don't even enjoy the sport because your team. Well, you probably enjoy the sport, but you don't enjoy watching your team or supporting your team. And that's rough. I'm sorry, like, football fandom is different from NBA fandom, in my opinion. Like, football fandom hit a little different than NBA fandom. And just in my opinion. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I even take JT Toppin over Bradley. I know he got hurt, but come on. You feel me, B-guy? Like, that's crazy, bro. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. We going to the finals. I'm going to do you trolling. They ain't the Ravens. Okay. All right, last night, guys. If you want to join the stage, you got to join the stage through the Fact and Stats Discord. We're going to go ahead and hit the NBA. After the NBA, we're going to head over to college basketball. After college basketball, we will then head over to NFL free agency day one plus more. So we'll talk about everything that happened yesterday in day one, and then even some signings that happened this morning, which I think it was Greg Newsome to the Giants and some other stuff. So we'll get into all of that, and then that will conclude the show today. Again, if you are in here within the first 20 minutes, thank y'all for the support. That's to everybody. Jay Crummel, what's the word? Justin, I see. All right, haven't seen D.Y. Amadou, B Guy, Tonye, Shaggy, Ryan Chan, John Doe. Two turn as usual. Two turn is damn near always the first person. Besides yesterday, bro, John Doe beat him yesterday. Other than that, two turn always first. So shout out to all y'all that's in here so far. Excuse me, I got a crick in my neck. It's blowing me. I feel like I just had one last month. I don't even get cricks in my neck. This shit is so random. I don't know about y'all, bro, but I enjoyed the hell out of the game last night. Y'all know I missed the exaggerate. Y'all know I missed the jazz. Y'all know I missed the gas up. I don't give a damn. Say whatever y'all want about me. I say things that I feel like are factual. Until proven otherwise. Which that don't happen too often. When I say something, it always comes true, damn near. Damn near. Or I end up being right. Damn near. Just damn near. Just damn near. That being said, my OKC 3 ring by 2030, that'll be a fact. What else? I want to make that very clear. That's going to be a super fact. And then last night, I saw arguably the two, like, from the sequence standpoint, like, to hit 1-3, then Denver get all that fluke shit. Not even fluke shit. Denver make all this crazy wild stuff happen because Lou Dort do some bonehead stuff, and then Jokic hit the 3, and then Jalen Williams run through Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray knocks down the free throw, and then you come right back and hit another big 3. Like, another one. Like, that probably was the best sequence that I witnessed from a superstar player in some time when it comes to shot making back to back. Like, it was literally back to back. It wasn't like, oh, this big shot gonna come in the second quarter, or 4 minutes ago, 6 minutes, and the other one gonna come with 4 minutes ago, 30 seconds. Nah, this shit was back to back. And the scariest part about what SGA is doing right now, and the run he's on right now, is he's gaming teams from the 3-point line. People talk about the foul baiting. People talk about, just the foul baiting. That's all the only bad thing people say about his game. The foul baiting and also his inconsistencies from the 3-point line, or how he wasn't that good of a 3-point shooter throughout his career. He gamed 3 different teams in a row on back-to-back-to-back games from the 3-point line. I think that's the scariest part of it all. I think yesterday, like I probably won't hear from Swiper Cam today because obviously, he features on other shows and things like that. But like last night was the first time, and shout out to Good, shout out to Wes and whoever else felt like this. AJ, shout out to my dog AJ and everybody else that felt like this. But last night was the first time where I felt like, okay, I am comfortable with saying SGA is the best player in the NBA. Because you can't what can't he do? Like, Denver guards him a certain way, and when they guard him, and this started from the playoffs last year, when they guard him they said Denver doubled him like 22% of the time or something like that. It was something wild. When Denver guards him that certain way, he just like, okay, cool. I'm just rack up assists. Okay, cool. I'll pass the ball. And then when I get that slight possession of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever the case may be, I'm going to take my man one-on-one and I'm going to barbecue his ass. That's Christian Brown more often than not in that matchup. So it's like he mastered how to perform in that particular matchup / series against the Denver Nuggets. Ridiculous basketball player. Special basketball player. If anybody did not see the clip, I think I sent it to myself. Excuse me. And on top of that, I was bringing up to y'all yesterday. This is 3 straight games thing. Arizona winning it all. I was bringing this up to y'all yesterday.
The results. You've got a lot of guys that can knock down shots, but you've got to force that to happen. Three-pointer is good. SGA knocks down the clutch 3.
Ridiculous. This is the Warriors game.
When he banged his right leg, they flatten it out. Sidestep 3. SGA on the JOB.
We'll see if Denver can get the ball out of this guy's hand.
The first
he just goes right away from the double and
back in 20 seconds.
SGA, stop, pump, splash!
That's
1. 8.5 left.
And then you come back 14 seconds later and do this.
There he is. SGA with 5. SGA step back 3. He's got it! To force him to give it up and live with the result.
I know y'all say I exaggerate or I gas up things or whatever the case may be. But please give me some examples, guys. I'm just off the top of my head. Give me some examples where we witnessed a sequence better than that. Where you not only hit 1, but 2 back-to-back game-clinching threes damn near from a moment perspective for your team to win a basketball game. Give me some other examples where that happened in NBA in a 20-second span. 20 seconds. Maybe Curry did it. If I just had to think of a name that did it. Maybe Curry did it. I don't know. But that we got to appreciate what we're witnessing right now from SGA. That's what I was trying to tell y'all yesterday. This man tied Wilt Chamberlain record of 120. Oh, by the way, I think his comment post game was corny. I personally think it was corny. They said something like, "Did you know the shot was going to go in?" or something like that. He said, "Well, I had to see the test first, then I had to answer," something like that. That was corny to me. That's my Kentucky dog. He's the greatest player to ever come out of Kentucky point blank period in the NBA. But that was a corny comment. But Melo versus Bulls, that's a good reference. I remember the Melo versus Bulls one. I watched that game live. That was crazy. Steph versus OKC when he crossed half court to beat them. Yeah, you gotta listen to what I'm saying. Shout out to Steph. Steph probably did it 100%. But listen to what I'm saying, y'all. He hit 2 shots in 20 seconds. Not 1, but 2. Yeah, Melo hit that pull-up 3. I don't know if he hit another 3 and within a 15, 20-second time frame. I don't know if they asked about the mindset. Yeah, my bad. The comment was tough. I disagree. He be practicing that shit in the mirror. But he hit 2 back-to-back in 20 seconds, bro. That's one of the greatest sequences that we witnessed damn near in a regular season perspective in a while. So, I mean, bro, 35 points, 9 rebounds, could have been a triple-double, 15 assists, 0 turnovers. Think when him and LeBron got a game like that with the true shooting since like 2018. Him and LeBron only. Him and LeBron only. And we really got to appreciate what this guy is doing. He's about to make history, man. He's going to have this record for so long. So long. And he said Jokic matched him but came up short. Jokic had a really good game. And I wanted to get to that point right now or two. I don't want to take anything away from Jokic or anything like that. I will say this though. I think OKC does a better job at doubling Jokic or trying to minimize Jokic or slow down Jokic than Denver does at trying to do the same to SGA. And that may seem crazy, and I might be wrong with that, but they corral him, they force turnovers, they force the ball out of his hands at ease, and different things like that. Meanwhile, when it's SGA and you're doing it to him, guys are, because they operate from different spots on the floor, it's easier for SGA to get an open man or for a 3. Big game for Jalen Williams, by the way. My goodness. Jalen Williams, your performance was needed. They do not win the game without you, point blank, period, because they already was down Chet. They was down Isaiah. They was down Caruso, and they was down J-Dub, and they still win that game at home against the Denver Nuggets team who, like I said, I can come out and say now, been super struggling. They said the Nuggets were 22-9 at that point. They're now 39-26. I think that's 17-17. Or 18. 17, I'm sorry. 17-17. They were 22-9, and now they're 39-26. So that just goes to show you how much they've been struggling. And I don't even want to bring up the injuries thing for them anymore, to be honest, because a lot of top teams or other teams in the NBA also been dealing with injuries. It's not just the Nuggets. Like, injuries are a part of basketball. I just can't look at these teams and be like, oh man, but Aaron Gordon though, but Peyton Watson. Is Jokic and Jamal Murray playing these games that they're losing? Yes. Are they losing? Yes. That's what it's all about for me. Like, Jokic and Jamal is there, and Christian and others. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Steph had 46 and tied most threes a game that game. You're not. It's like you're not grasping what I'm saying. Yes, that Steph OKC game was legendary. I'm only talking about what SGA did from a 2-3 perspective in 20-second window, and both of them was damn near too clutch to seal the deal or win the game. That's all I'm referring to. Now, I said Steph probably did that before, but I just don't know. And I'm not even saying SGA is the only one that did it in his career or in NBA history, period. But what we witnessed last night, I don't think we've seen that too often. You hit 2 back-to-back threes to potentially and or also just to win the game. Jokic through the middle was crazy. That was a 4-point play, but yeah, facts. So I'm 15 of the game. Jay was better than Jokic in totality. I won't let it go. I'm not going that far. A team better defender do a better job of defending. Insert whatever emoji inserted. All right, cool. Jamal Murray obviously struggled in this game. He was 9 for 23 from the field. 0 for 4 from 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. had a really big game throughout. Missed some big shots late down the stretch of the game. And then Aaron Gordon, who had a hot start to this game, ended up being pretty quiet after that first quarter. Only finished with 23 points, was 6 for 14, had 10 boards, shot a bad 3 late down the stretch, in my opinion, as well. But that didn't really matter. They still got the opportunity to tie the game up and potentially go to overtime before SGA hit that shot. So, game of the year candidate. Hell of a game. 2 of the better teams in the Western Conference. Majority of people probably have this other Western Conference Finals matchup. A lot of people also have Minnesota too, so I just don't want to say people just pencil in Denver. Some people don't even have OKC in the Western Conference Finals on our activity I think that we did before, which is a little ridiculous, but 51-15, bro, they went in. Oh, damn, I shouted out Jalen Williams. Nigga, I don't even know if anybody on the stage right now. I'm rapping. I don't even care. Yo. AJ Mitchell is a really damn good basketball player. AJ Mitchell, I gotta say that, is a really damn good basketball player. Game 1, I think he was out for an abdominal injury. I think it was that was the injury. If not, either way, he missed like a month and some change of basketball, and the guy came back instantly and dropped 20 plus points. Like, and OKC believes in him. OKC trusts him, and he has all the opportunity and space and time in the world to be able to operate and take guys one-on-one to be able to man an offense for this particular team and be able to get his game off. And it's so much easier for him when J-Dub is out, where he can showcase the things that he's been damn near showcasing the whole entire year. And even when J-Dub is in, he still looks good too. So I mean, man, AJ Mitchell is like a X factor of all X factors. Like how Caruso was damn near like their biggest X factor last year. I think they're going to come into a lot of series this year, and AJ Mitchell is the X factor. Like, because he gonna be the guy that's coming off the bench and can spark you in ways, or scoring bunches, or affect the game in that way, even when SGA does not have the ball in his hands. So I want to give AJ Mitchell praise and credit. Jalen Williams obviously praise and credit. Not going to play too many probably playoff minutes, but when Chet and Isaiah is healthy. But yeah, man, both of those guys stepped up big time. You got an echo, Twin. If that's Twin, I think. Both of those guys stepped up big time, and I want to give all of them credit. Again, SGA, legendary stuff. Before I hear from Twin potentially, and some SGA fun facts. We love the fun facts. Shout out to Josiah. On pace to be the first player since Michael Jordan in 1993 to have 4 straight 30-point per game seasons. On pace to have the second highest true shooting in a 30-point per game season behind Steph Curry. On pace to lead the NBA in 30-point games for the 4th time. Only Wilt and MJ have more. It's like he just having his way. And Tony, I forgot that shout out. My bad. Jared McCain. They literally, and big shout out to Big Shot for him. And not even just on the offensive side. The effort and the good defense he played down the stretch of that game, because he closed that game, if I'm not mistaken. He closed, I believe. The effort on that side, the effort on that side was there as well. And if you bring in shot making or 3-point shooting and defensive effort for OKC, you're going to play. Why do you think Isaiah Joe play? Like, why do you think at a point in time Aaron Wiggins was getting key minutes? Because they value, or they knew that their biggest weakness was 3-point shooting. They went out and got a guy like Jared McCain who can play on in or off the ball. And the job is so easy in Oklahoma City because he's playing off of a guy like SJ that commands so much attention. So yeah, man. I mean, just a special team that they have there in OKC. I'm here for him I'm here for him being back-to-back MVPs. I'm here for him being back-to-back Finals MVPs, Western Conference Finals MVP. I'm here for all of that, to be honest. And I just want to see a dynasty. And if they're going to form a dynasty, become a dynasty, that's amazing for the sport. If the Spurs are going to be up and coming and form a dynasty, become a dynasty, that's amazing for the sport. Now, obviously, to be a dynasty, you got to win championships. So, and which I do think the Spurs will win one. Like I said, going into next season, I pick them early to be like a finals winner for me on that particular season. But I do have OKC still winning 3 chips by 2030. And I think I'll be on pace for that pretty easily. So, man, it's sad. It is scary because I think a lot of these next NBA champions or championships is going to be going through the Western Conference, bro, which has been doing lately anyway. I think they all going to be. I think Boston snuck one in there. Outside of that, all that shit, it's been all West. Boston and the Bucks. 2021 Boston, 2024, and then the rest been the West for a little minute, and the Raptors as well. Then the rest been the West. So, with the Warriors and the Cavs getting a couple in there and things like that. So, a dynasty is crazy. Yeah. Okay. That's your opinion. I think that's sly. Before I go to Twin, I think that's sly. Yeah, if you think OKC is not going to be a dynasty, then that's just your opinion. Like I said, I like to say comments or statements or things, and if I end up being wrong, so be it. But more often than not, I think I end up being right. So, yes, OKC will be labeled as a dynasty when it's all said and done. Long as they keep their guys and their core together, and which they will do. They all have big extensions for the next 4 or 5 years. They have a great supporting cast of young talent that they drafted. Well, like we have Thomas Sober, the first round pick last year, not even playing basketball yet. Nikola just played his first couple of games for them a couple weeks ago. AJ Mitchell getting paid $3 million for the next 2-3 years. Like, what are we talking about? Caruso extended. What are we talking about? Yes, this team will be a dynasty. And yes, they will win multiple championships. But what's up, Twin? What you got to say about last night's performance between
How you
SGA,
doing, bro?
and
This.
I'm
I'm
doing
not gonna lie to
doing
you.
great, brother.
This was good to hear. That's good to hear. But this was one of my favorite games when it comes to A. I got two stats for they received 20 double teams last, the most double teams since Joel Embiid in 23. Here's another nugget, right? OKC scored out of those double teams out of the direct double 1.69 points per possession. The direct Shea touch. So Shea had the ball, they send two, and it might have been a swing, or it might have been a catch and shoot. J. Will, McCain, Isaiah Joe, a layup. You know what I mean? Most points per possession by a direct touch since James Harden and Tyrese Halliburton. You're saying this is one of the greatest playmaking master classes, and he hit back to back go ahead baskets. Like this was a flawless Shea game. No turnovers. Hit back to back. He hit one on CB, then he hit one on Spencer, and then he's actually playmaking and facilitating against the double team, which we have never seen since Embiid 20 doubles. Like, bruh, I'm not gonna lie to you. We never seen that nigga do this, bro. This is on some Mike shit. I want to really touch on Denver's side too, because we know what Shea is at this point. Bro, Cam Johnson wide open look after to start that game. AG couldn't miss. He took one of the greatest shooting leaps I've seen in that first quarter. AG couldn't miss, and then the second half. He went one of something since the first. He was like 1 of 9 or 1 of 6, one of those. He couldn't really find it. CB, you gave him 125 million. He dead ass couldn't get a stop in his transition offense. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't dribble. He couldn't do anything. Cam Johnson, that's looking like a dud. Christian Braun, what is that? Hey, bro, no funny. My biggest takeaway from this game is you let Russell Westbrook walk for y'all. Y'all don't got no depth. It's like, bro, some of them guys that they was gassing up, or there's a developmental player. I know Watson's hurt. Hey, bro, they don't really have anything late in games. Cam Johnson's wide open for three. Christian Braun got a wide open midi, wide open look. They're just not converting. And you look at OKC, you got Isaiah Joe, AJ Mitchell, and what's it called? And what's buddy named? McCain, Jared McCain. He hit a couple of tough shots in that fourth. Denver couldn't get a clean look. Vert on a clean look. My biggest takeaway was Denver. Their pieces that they got not converting, and OKC pieces they got converting. AJ Mitchell first game back, he looked fantastic for a first game back. Usually you're a little rusty because he's missed a lot of time. But man, he was phenomenal. He was creating advantages. He was making his floaters. He was living in the paint, midi. Like it was looking very solid. Well, we know what he was doing all night. You put two on the ball with Shea, you know somebody's gonna get a clean look. I was happy that they didn't close with some of their quote unquote like their non-shooters, the Lou Dorts, the Quesos, even though those are solid players. When a team like Denver is aggressive on Shea, you need AJ Mitchell, you need Isaiah Joe, you need a McKean. That's why you went and got him. So they can, you don't feel me? That could be a 1.6 points per possession off the double. I feel like I'm a little yapping, so I'm gonna let my dog y'all continue.
Appreciate that, brother. I was talking for about 20 minutes on this shit to start the show off. So I'm gonna, I guess Wes and Byron. I'm gonna go to Wes and see what Wes got to say about last night's performance, and just in game in general, and where he's at, how he's feeling about everything in regards to OKC and SGA and so forth. Wes, if you there. Okay. We're gonna circle back to Wes.
Connection is good.
Oh yeah, connection.
My
was a little bad. We heard you say connection was good, then it went out. All right, Byron, you got anything to add on about the game last night, or anything you heard?
Y'all get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that was a hell of a game. Shout out Disco. We was all in this last night, popping pack. Yeah, bro. I mean, I wish OKC would have been fully healthy, but I guess that goes more so to the brilliance of Shea and how he was able to back his team with this one. I did not see him, being able to do this type of all around playmaking game. I did not see him have that in his bag. But yeah, if you're a narrative nigga, if you was a barbershop talking nigga, which I'm not saying I'm not, but because I am to a certain degree. It's just the beauty of talking the game. But these are games you get up for. These are games that's lit to you. You want to see how the two best players in the world gonna show up, and they definitely did, bro. I called Shea. We was talking not too long ago. I called Shea the quickest scoring processor I think the game had ever seen at this point. Like the way he processed scoring the ball is he do this shit so fast. Like I've never seen nobody better at this point. The way he's able to, get to his spots and, make up his mind where he want to score from. And like you said, he's adding his three ball to his game, and it's taking it to another level. He's like he know people, he know the teams are going to anticipate him. Like if the game tight, they're going to anticipate him trying to get to his midi or to one of his midi spots, and he just like fuck all that. Like I'm about to just pull up and dot you in the eye since you're gonna play off me because I know you're playing the midi, and that's what he's been doing. He did it twice last night, so. Yeah, man. Let me know if I go out to. I'm about to go over this bridge. But yeah, bro. Just a hell of a game from Shea. Without three. What is it? What day was down? Chet, J Dub, Alhart, what day was down?
Caruso.
Yeah. So I mean that's four rotational players, four starters, three starters arguably. And he still went out there and took care of business with Aaron Gordon coming back. You saw Aaron Gordon make his presence felt to start the game off. And shout out Mark, he adjusted in the second half and then cut his water off because that was big. And with them lacking their front court, Aaron Gordon made a point of emphasis to come out the gate and do that. And for Mark to be able to adjust and cut his water off, I think that was probably the biggest adjustment for OKC being able to pull it off on top of Shea being Shea. So yeah, man, hell of a game. You just gotta credit Shea. Like I tweeted, I'm like that was probably the biggest I'm here moment of the decade. I tweeted that this morning right before the show started. Like I think Ant a close second in the offs against KD. That's probably a close second for me, but this probably number one of the decade so far. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong or bring up another I'm here moment. But going up against Jokic, being shorthanded and you backpack your team like that, yeah, that's just big cojones right there. There's nothing more to say. I think everything about that game should be about really praising Shea and possibly because I got Denver as my title favorite. The second takeaway from me, the only other takeaway period would be, do I need to start, hedging my pick a little bit? No. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
I'll do it gladly. OKC versus Boston.
Denver's 20.
All right, bro.
Denver's 20-20 in their last 40, brother. Like they're not since Jokic came back, they haven't been a good team. Okay to say that, Myron.
Well, they haven't been healthy though, to be fair.
No, they went 9-4 without Jokic, and he came back, and then the slippage started when Jokic came back. You want to say AG was down and Watson was down. Watson got down, I think, the fifth game when he.
But you got to hear how I speak about AG though. I think Aaron Gordon is more important than Jamal Murray to this team. That's how.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I speak real highly on AG impact to this team for this team. So him being out, that's a big thing to me. But he was back last night. Jamal was ass for the most part. And I mean I don't see him. Yeah, that's what really makes it tough for Denver to be able to beat OKC. I don't see Jamal Murray consistently, having, a good series against them. I could be wrong. Was he even that good when they played?
You talking about last year? He had a
Yeah,
couple good games. Game 7 was
Nah,
bad, but he played in the whole
overall.
series. He didn't play bad.
Okay.
Like he had
but he
a
asked,
game.
was he that good? The answer is no, he wasn't that good.
Now
Yeah.
he
Nah,
wasn't he wasn't Maul. He wasn't Maul.
and he's
If you
and
want,
he's yes, he's the ceiling raiser for them. Like when you're going up against elite teams, you need Jamal to perform at a certain level. From a scoring standpoint, and I don't think he's capable of doing it against OKC. So, I mean, I'm have to sit with this pick a little while longer, and I mean a little while longer, with them both OKC. But, yeah, shout out OKC, man. Shout out Shea.
But Byron, do you agree
Appreciate
like
that.
this is easy OKC's most impressive win of the season?
Oh, absolutely. For me, yeah. I mean, it's Shea, man. That was. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna start sounding like I'm doing something, but that was ridiculous, bro. Like I don't want it to be like understated because I know Ev, did what he did to start the show off, but
I don't give a damn,
that's the yeah, bro. No,
bro.
it's
Niggas
no,
need, bro. Niggas,
bro.
and the problem
That was
is,
ridiculous.
my bad. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. My bad.
No. You can go ahead. You go ahead because you
Bro,
probably about to say what I was
the
about
problem
to
is,
say.
as basketball fans, we don't forget what we watching because we actually watching it. But we don't be realizing how big of the moments that we're watching or witnessing on a game to game basis, or when they have a game like this 5 years from now, 7 years from now, 10 years from now. Like this is a game
X
that's going to be talked about.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
for
this,
Absolutely.
like
Shay's
No,
career,
it
this is
won't.
yeah.
No, it will not.
this game,
No, it will
if this
not.
game right
It's a
here,
regular season game.
that moment, the moment,
Now this Shay,
100
this
percent
probably
going
a
to be talked
Shay
about.
staple game.
Hold
Let's
on.
do that.
Who's saying no? Who's saying what?
West is saying no.
Nah,
I'm
the
saying
moment, 100
West,
Oh
percent
West,
man.
know
West,
it.
West. The people that are Jokic or quote unquote neutral fans are starting to be like, yo, is Shea actually the best in the world? This is like a domino effect, brother. This is a snowball turning
Nah,
into a you feel
the
me?
whole entire Twitter called
It's,
SGA the best in the world last night. I ain't gonna lie. So
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I'm with you, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell West.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Like in 7 years from now, this won't be the talk of the town. I don't think.
The moment, like like you know how Steph Curry shot against you guys, the moment, like that game, it always brought up. The moment is always brought up. This moment is not gonna be brought up to you because for me, top of the show, I was like, bro, when have we? I'm not saying we never did, but when have we witnessed back to back shots like that in a 20-second span, clutch moment, fourth quarter to win the game? Both of them was basically to win the game or seal the game. The first one obviously was to seal the game, but then Jokic hits a three, Jalen Williams fouls Jamal, The second one, he comes right back 10 seconds later and does it again. When have we witnessed a sequence like that? Now, I'm not saying it never happened. Just when did it happen though, so I can know like off the top of my mind. Cause off the top of my
Back
mind,
to back go ahead
Yeah.
baskets. I gotta look at that back to back go ahead baskets.
threes, back to back, 10 seconds
Yeah.
span, 15
Yeah.
second span. That's crazy.
Bruh. It's been years since
And
that happened.
Spencer and he cooked Spencer and CB. That's two
Like
defenders.
I don't know, bro. Like that's a crazy moment to me, bro. Like I might even on know. Oh, Glaze, Kentucky, BBN should know because I didn't think he would be this player. So y'all don't ever hear me like, oh man, nah, I'm not even doing that. This is just me just talking about the sport of basketball. Like that was a crazy thing to witness.
Yeah, man. Add on to the moment, like what I said, like he going up against like the other quote unquote consensus best player or
True.
top 2 player in the league.
True.
Like that adds on to the moment for me.
Yeah.
It's really the playmaking and processing, bro. Like Yoki, I mean Shea. Let's be realistic. They had problems really seeing how teams was really guarding him. He really seen every coverage, double teams, hedges, traps, get the ball out of his hands. Oh, so that's the playmaking chops is going up. You know what I mean? He's playing and he's seeing more coverages, making him make the right read. And also, you got McCain at the hat. You got Isaiah Joe at the hat. So you got more space to kick it out, too. So it's a yin-yang balance right now.
Yeah. Where you at with the West or like I don't know if you heard you probably didn't hear because your mic was going in and out. If you still having connection issues real quick, I'm gonna head over to Mish and let me go to Mish actually first. West he just dropped anyway. He probably might come back. Mish, what was your thoughts last night, my good sis?
Oh, what's up? What's up? Good game. Very, very competitive game. I was like, let me make sure I take some time out to watch. Seeing AG going crazy. He had them 13 straight points in the first quarter. I was like, oh shit. Okay. And then OKC goes on a run and the back and forth. Just it was a good basketball game. Good showing. Now these are the games I want to see on TV. Like I don't want to see BS games. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see competitiveness. Even though at one point when OKC was up, I think it was up like 13 or 14. I was like, oh god, they about to run away with it. I was like, this about to be boring. And, Denver punched back. So I think it's definitely, I want to see them match up in the playoffs again, for sure. And SGA just coming down, hitting that tough shot. You can just see the defender just shake his head, and he's just like, I can't remember what his name was. This is light skinned kid. He tried to defend him as best as he could, but that was a tough.
You talking about Spencer?
Yeah, that's his name, Spencer. That's a tough shot. You just shake your head and be like, damn, he went crazy. From a basketball perspective, like a fan, not having a dog in the fight, I thought it was a really, really good game. Really good game.
All right, I appreciate that. Mish, where do you fall when it comes to Jokic and SGA as far as if you think one of them are the best player or is the best player? I'm sorry.
That shit crazy. I didn't think we was gonna have to crown a new best player already. I feel like conversations like this, it takes time for it to be like a consensus type of thing. Like everybody like agrees, like okay, he's the best in the world type of thing. For me, I'm gonna still lean Yoke because even though they lost, that motherfucker still had a triple double. Still, 31, 14. I can't remember how many assists he had. I'm like, damn, he's getting up there though. SGA is getting up there in those talks I've seen on the TLs. So I definitely think it's a conversation that could be had.
Okay. SGA will be 2 for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that took a lot for you to say.
I'm trying not to be biased. I'm trying to expand.
No, we're not doing that in 2026. We're not doing that. It ain't no.
Well, now you told me what we not doing?
Yeah, we're not doing that in 2026.
See? Yeah, I'm trying to take the higher road. Here you go.
Bringing up number 0 don't got nothing to do with this conversation right here. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't say nothing. Okay. I just gave you my basketball hat. I didn't give no Celtic nothing. I just gave you my basketball mind. That's what I said.
Okay.
All right, I got 2 balls right now. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can.
But I'm gonna try to go. All right. Simply put, it's the 15 assists with 0 turnovers. That's so impressive. And I think that's what has solidified. Like I was telling some of the guys, like away from the platform, obviously, but I was telling some of the guys, like offensively, his playmaking leap is just the thing that I think has really changed the conversation. Like he's improved vastly as a playmaker, and it's crazy because he's still not like some elite passer, but he's improved there. His scoring obviously is just through the roof, and I think he solidified himself as being a better scorer than Jokic, which I don't think was like definitive. I've had these conversations with Swiper, and he was like, but Joker so efficient, yeah. I think Shea's proven like, yo, I'm the best scorer in the league. He's improved as a playmaker. Hardly ever turns the ball over to really cost the team. Defensively, still a plus, huge positive most of the time, or some of the times I'll say. And then like, yeah, just to go out on a night where we're that bereft of talent, we're that injured per se, and to have 15 assists with 0 turnovers, that's no small feat. That is amazing. Screw the points, screw the step back three, screw what he did. Just showing like, it's my world. It's the 15 assists with 0 turnovers. It just makes that conversation a lot harder for Jokic fans to make a valid point for him still being the best. Because defensively he's worse. And offensively as a whole, though he has more in his arsenal, he's not a more effective offensive basketball player night in, night out than Shea anymore. There used to be a gap. There's no longer a gap. So yeah, I think it's Shea. I think it's pretty clear. Also, like I like to think of it from this vantage point. If you had to move forward with the 5 next years, it's no player in the world you're taking over Shea. Shea's undoubted, unless you say Wemby and whatever, but Shea is so much better than Wemby right now. It's still like kind of embarrassing for people who pick Wemby. But I get it off of the trajectory, but there's nothing that should slow Shea down. He's what, 28? Best player in the world, great body. Nothing you could do to stop him offensively. Yeah, he's just it's his world, man. Shout out Jalen Williams. Shout out AJ Mitchell. Shout out Jared McCain. And I cannot wait until Lou Dort is off my team. And that's where I end.
But Wes, you don't think by the linear growth of Ant, I'm not saying he can be as good as current
But
Shea.
don't embarrass. Like go to the next person, bro. I don't even want.
No,
I'm not entertaining
my
that.
my
I'm
fault,
not
my
even
fault.
entertaining that. Go to the next person, bro. Came off the mic to talk to me about Ant.
You just brought in the end for no reason. That shit kind of fucking
No,
blow that
because
shit.
he said
Oh no,
based
no,
on
like
he
he's
said
like we were
based
fine.
on the next
I'm not gonna, I'm not.
based on the
We were
next
fine.
5 years. That's
Test,
what he
test, test,
said.
test. Not test. Sorry, not test. Tween. We were fine over here in our corner. Nobody mentioned us. Like we having a really good season. You blowing the shit out of me, fam. Like just leave it alone.
Next 5 years? I'm just saying. Don't
Leave
did you
it
win? You
alone.
right. You right. You right.
You cheesing me, fam. You cheesing me,
You
fam.
cheesing me,
You
fam.
cheesing me.
Damn.
Bruh. Hey, Goods, welcome to the stage, brother. Been a lot of good SGA praise in here. I gave I don't think Swiper can debate you on that thing anymore, my brother. How are you feeling about the win last night, the game, SGA in general, and do you think you guys will end up being a dynasty? Good slash Dre. Never understood why your name on Discord is Dre anyway, to be honest. Like, you don't want us to call you that, so it's like, what's the point of that?
I can chime in real quick for that too.
Okay.
Dynasty, it's kind of tough. Probably he'll probably say yes. Because we could win 3 or 4 years. Um, I'm gonna say we definitely win two, right? I think we win back to back. I don't think we go, back to back to back. I don't think we're Jordan. Not because we can't be as good as him, but just
Wait,
the
what? What
league
you
is
mean we
different.
can't be as
Way
good as
better
him? Wait,
league.
what you mean we
Hey,
can't?
we ain't gotta talk
Wait,
about
what
it,
you
bro. We
mean?
ain't gotta talk about it,
Hold
bro.
on.
But look, the league is different. Yeah, I'm no
Wait a
funny.
minute. Wait a minute.
This peak that y'all witnessing right now, bro. Y'all don't understand how crazy this peak is, bro. This legitimately, it's him and Steph. Like he surpassed Harden as like guard peaks. He surpassed Wade guard peaks. He's literally looking at 30
Salute.
and
Wait,
saying like,
you agree
"Yo,
with
it's
that?
me and you."
Yeah,
You said
he
what?
said peak. Yeah, I agree, 100%. I'm not biased. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He surpassed Kobe in terms of peak, and it's him looking at Steph and him looking at Jordan
Ask
and said,
Kobe.
"Yes, he's peaked higher than Kobe, bro." I I think Kobe is, he's great, right? But I'm talking to individual peak. I don't think he's had a better career than Kobe or anything. But Kobe at his peak, he was great. I don't think Kobe was this good at his peak. Nah, I'm not willing to say that. I think Kobe was as good as of a scorer, um, per se. I guess different era,
Wait, why did wait
different.
wait wait
They
hold on?
call for different
Why
things.
did he pass Kobe at Kobe peak to you? I just want to hear it a little clearer.
I think he's he can rely on what he does well more consistently than Kobe. I think like from a skill standpoint too. A lot of people, I think, it's hard for them to fathom someone being more skilled than Kobe, but I legitimately think Shea is more skilled. I think Shea's skill is out of this world, and it doesn't get talked about because I think it's a different. We just watched basketball for too many years at this point, So when Kobe was doing what he was doing, it was fresher, it was newer, it was like more. It left people in awe more, in my opinion. I think to watch what Shea did last night and to then walk away and be like, but nah, Kobe for sure was better than that dude. It's like, skill wise, I don't know. What can Shea not do? I know what he can do that Kobe can't do. Kobe couldn't dare drive the ball this well. He couldn't dream of being this effective driving the basketball. He couldn't dream of being this effective. And he had crazy counters too, but his counters were more based in like footwork and how he was going to shoulder because the handle, you could call it great if you want. It's nowhere near Shea's. So like getting to what you want to get to on the court, Shea is better at Kobe than that to me. When we talk about efficiency and things, different eras, but even when you grade out for era, I think Shea is still a more efficient basketball player, even when you adjust for era. So then we're talking about, okay, defensively, well, at Kobe's peak as an offensive basketball player, he wasn't peaking defensively. But I do think Kobe peaked out as a better defender. But I don't think we talk peaks that way. I can't take your best defensive year and pair it with your best offensive year at like that was your peak because they didn't happen at the same time. So I don't hear an argument for Kobe's peak. Like offensively, I think that's when his peak was when he was his best offensively. It's arguable though. Some people may take like
I
03.
love to know the year they think Kobe is.
Oh, Byron you kind of
You
cooked.
say you'll let them know
But I
your
He
know a
peak.
said
lot
he
of
want
people that take
Hold on,
You
y'all
want
can
to
hear
03,
me?
know
so
what
I'm not
year?
Y'all,
arguing too much.
y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you said. I want to know the answer too.
Yeah, what people think Kobe peak is? Well, yeah,
He said, "What year do you think Kobe's peak was?"
Me personally, I think I would take '03. I think the consensus is going to be the years where he was best offensively. I'm going to take '03 for Kobe, though, I think. Yeah, I think I'm taking '03. And Kobe in '03 was nowhere near this version of Shea as an offensive basketball player. Like, nowhere near. It's
not
night and
comparable.
day, complete. Like, it's a, I feel bad even having to like talk about him like this, but it just he was he paled in comparison. So then we're talking about well, he was better defensively, and I think that's fair, right? He was better defensively, better overall athlete. Um, so you take from that what you take from it, but I think he peaked as a basketball player in '03, and I think this version of Shea is just like what Drake said. Peace to you boys. I'll see you later. Like, salute to y'all, but y'all not doing this.
I think
So
the
I think
case
he's looking at
for
Jordan and Shea. Or Steph, excuse me.
I think the combo would probably be longevity when it comes to being. I don't think you would rather have like a peak combo with Shea right now. To be honest with you,
Right, right. And
Don't
that's
make it
that's
put
why I
my
said
salary on
career.
this longevity.
Yep. Because that's why I think Kobe obviously for sure has a better career. And I think Shea, he would have to do a lot still to have a better career than Kobe. But in terms of peak, yeah, he peaked higher. And I think the only guards who have peaked higher than Shea right now on March 10th, 2026 are Steph and Jordan. And I don't think he crazy far behind them either, bro. But I might be a little too, caught up in what happened last night and just what's happened over the last 2 years. But this 4 year stretch that Shea is on right now, special. We're gonna have that conversation one day, and whatever 4 years we end up taking from Shea, when we revisit, we're gonna be like, my gosh, because Shea could add to it. He may like next year may be in his 4 years. But right now, as it currently stands, his last 4 years are already arguably a top 10 peak ever. And then
nah.
if he,
For a guard or ever, you
I said
talking?
argue, like definitely for a guard.
Nah.
I said arguably.
The the first, I'm not gonna lie. The first two really throw it off. To be honest with you, the last two
Nah,
is
that's
just
the second year. It's the first year, bro. The second year, it's no way you saying if we take a 3 year peak for Shea
yeah,
this
yeah.
year, last year, and 24.
What year? What year is the 20? 22, 23. That
It's
throws it off.
you said the last two. I'm saying 24
Okay,
doesn't throw it
okay.
off. Yeah.
All right.
But top five now, I don't know about top five. Maybe borderline top 10.
I said top 10. I didn't say top 5.
My bad.
Facts, Kenny. Ah man, this cricket blowing me. Good, just listening at the moment. Ah, heaven sent. And
Hello.
Tess. Oh, and Anush. Let me see what. Let me go to Anush real quick. Let me hear what we got to say. I know he asked Byron a question. Anush, anything you want to say in your own words, like, or anything you want to add on, or anything you want to push back to, or maybe even comment or piggyback on what you heard so far, or you pretty much feel like everything that need to be said at the moment is good.
Yeah, everything was pretty much said. Like it was like good, but I just have like just a few things to add on. Yeah, so like in the playoffs, like the only series where I can see like Jay Well playing heavily minutes is against like Denver, because he matches up pretty well against Jokic due to the fact like that he's like the strongest player on the team. Jokic is like really strong, so he's able to like put body on him. Yeah, other than that, like definitely very impressive win for OKC.
Okay, appreciate that, brother. Do you think OKC go back to back?
Yeah, they might pick to go back to back, and SGA is gonna have like a really good back to back years. Yeah.
Who you have them
All
playing?
right, all right.
Who do you have them playing in the finals?
Celtics.
Celtics. Okay. Appreciate you,
Mm-hmm.
brother.
No problem.
Emerson or Ted, you want to add any words to the game last night and SGA in
No,
general?
no, I think you guys covered it pretty well. Like most of the stuff I wanted to say was already said. So
I had just to say though, even with the praise, I mean, with games like last night, you gotta think in the future, and that's kind of what we've been aiding to and speaking to. I do want to see them take it up another notch, and I'm pretty sure even OKC fans will say this. I want to see them taking up another notch in the offseason. I think having a year like this and come playoff time, now it's time for them to take it to another level.
another level than what we're seeing in the
Wait,
regular
you say you
season,
want SGA to take it to
No, no,
another
no,
level?
no, 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 no,
or,
no,
or
no,
just
no.
or
For
just
what we,
compared to
yeah,
what he did last year.
yeah, comparatively in the
Okay.
playoffs. Not regular
That
season.
was gonna be like, you want him to be higher than this shit? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nah. I was saying take it up another notch from a playoff perspective, strictly. Like from when he gets to the playoffs to coming up to this one, you want to see him take it up another notch.
Uh, okay. Before Ted go real quick, not gonna listen to this. Let me know when Swiper get up here. Yo, that's crazy, Glaze. Um, I've accepted Luka not winning MVP with those two
Who's?
sickos playing.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Bruh,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I
Was
can't.
that a regular that said that?
That's a regular that said that.
Oh hell nah. Oh hell nah. Oh hell nah. That was crazy.
Nah, that's probably the
Oh
craziest.
nah.
That's probably the craziest comment or glazed comment ever. In fact, that's history. I'm not gonna lie. That's ridiculous.
Hey, bro.
Wes was talking. He said, "Not gonna listen to this. Let me know when Swiper get up here."
Oh no, no way, bro.
That's insane. Um, Kobe peak was 08, 09, and 03. He was like what 24 years old. He was far from his peak in 03. That's from Dawn Lounge podcast. New Dawn, Lakers fan. Nah, said y'all already talked about what I said San Antonio. Stephen A. Smith said about the MVP race. I saw the comment this morning. Didn't really like. He said it's pretty much between JB and SGA. I'm not really putting much into that thought process with him. So, West said what? No, West said SGA peaked higher than Kobe. New Dawn, that comment that I just read. I'm reading some chat comment. That comment that I just read in the chat. Kobe peaked with 08, 09. In 03, he was like, what, 24-year old? He was far from his peak. Oh, yeah, West said Kobe was in his peak in 03. Well, not in his peak, but that was the year that he would use or reference as his peak. My bad, sorry. So yeah, Ted, what's the word, gang? I had y'all on deaf. I know y'all probably was yelling crazy. Bro, I was so lit when he hit them 2 threes back to back, bro. Like, nigga, that, man.
Yeah, that's big time shit, bro. Big time players make big time plays, bro. I mean, I don't know if you heard me. I said the same thing ever since said. I didn't really have too much to say. That was just one of the best games I watched all year for the NBA. So shout out to that. And yeah, man, you know,
don't want to keep repeating myself, bro, but you know what I'm saying? It seems like y'all take me as a troll every time I say this shit. So, I mean, I think y'all overrate them guys a little bit too much, bro. It's just my opinion. But, I mean, other than that was a good game, bro. I enjoyed it, for sure.
You talking about Denver, Ted?
You talking about Denver?
Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm
I
with
could
you.
be alone. I'll stay alone on that.
You're not alone, Tez. Tez, you are
I've been alone on that for 2 years, but you know what I'm saying? They got the best players, so I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But we had a lot of good bump tests. Like that wasn't. I mean, that was one of the best for sure. You can, but don't act like them other games wasn't on none.
You keen booster, bro. They won it won a lot of games better than that one, bro. Respectfully, it wasn't. Like that gave me like college feel to it. Like I felt like I was there type shit. Like ain't no other games be really doing that shit, bro. It'd be cool games, but that game, that was one of them to me. And for OKC to not have all their players was like super impressive too. Like they weren't even fully loaded, and they still went out there and handled business. So that's part of it too. I enjoyed the game though, bro. One of the best I watched all year for sure.
All right, appreciate that, my brother. A lot of good things said about SGA and OKC, and obviously Denver's continuing to struggle. Like I said, I think they were 22-9 at one point. They're now 39-26. Tween also referenced that they are 20-20 in the last 40. So that's that. Another team, man. I want to clap for them real quick, man. I'm impressed. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I'm impressed. Where's my clapping thing? Oh, there it is. I'm impressed, bro. Y'all gonna hear the claps on Twitch and YouTube. Just clap your hands too. To go from 6-21 to now being 32-32, I am impressed. Are they going to do anything? No. Are they going to, if they make the playoffs, are they going to make the first round competitive like they typically do when they're in the playoffs? Outside of that series where Kawhi and Paul George were in there against Phoenix, I want to say. Phoenix might have won 4-1 if I'm remembering correctly, or one of them probably was there. Russ had a good series that series. I remember that. But the Los Angeles Clippers are the team that I'm referring to, guys. And I said, shit, like 4 months ago, if they get over 500 or reach 500, I'll be surprised. And they said, Ev, shut up. Here we are. They are officially out of the lottery. So OKC will not be picking in the lottery, at least at the moment, which they probably won't be the rest of that point blank period now, with that pick on OKC this year, their first round pick on OKC this year. But bruh, I don't know what it is with a nigga being 34, 35 and looking this good and moving this crazy offensively after having multiple knee injuries and surgeries and all type of shit. Like, bruh, Kawhi looking crazy right now. Like, not even just right now, like this whole entire season. Like, bruh, I'm watching him last night. The bag looked different. Like the play right here on the screen. Look at this. It's right here on the screen. Actually, this is the play that I saw.
On OG, right?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like this Kawhi that we talking about.
I'm telling you, the handle is tighter than ever, brother.
Yeah,
he got that ball on a string. Yeah.
Kawhi.
He got aimbot.
Gang. This is my introduction to the game, bro. Then I'll pass you the rock, gang. Reed, Dion, my first time seeing you in this chat before. You said Jaylen Brown and Cade still MVP favorites. Yeah, that's a ridiculous comment. Y'all people on the internet be so funny. But yes, shout out to Tween though. Nah, that wasn't Glaze. Shout out to Tween. But where I was going, the introduction to the game, like I'm really impressed, bro. Like I said, I saw a tweet like last month, and they said whoever trades for Kawhi next season or in the off season, damn near could be like final favorites. That's if Kawhi is obviously traded, right? And more often than not, if he is traded, he'll probably end up going wherever he wants to go. Just how the business works, and I think LA would do right by him. Just in my personal opinion, as he committed to this team for like what 6 years and running now, signed an extension with them and everything. Last night Kawhi had 29, 7, and 8, and you heard Garland praise Mathurin for how he's playing for them off the bench. And he said like it looked like an Indy, like he wasn't on like constant go-getter mode or go-getter type time. But in LA, he's bringing that to the team on the game, basically we need him to keep that up. And last night, Matherin had 28 points off the bench, shot 20 shots, led them in field goal attempts. And after the trade, I said, listen, he's going to a situation where he's going to be able to get his game off and get all the shots up in the world because Garland was out, Zubac is obviously gone, and obviously Harden is not there. So he's going to be able to get all the shots up in the world. He's going to be able to showcase his offensive game, his offensive talent, and doing a lot of things that he was able to showcase at Arizona. And also why Indiana even picked them, pick 7 or 6, 7, 6. I think I said 6, 7. Remember the little kids were saying that. In the first place, somewhere in that ballpark. He went to the Indiana team. He, roughly was about a 15, 16 point per game score across a 4-year window for them. Now he's in LA, pretty much trying to play for the contract this upcoming offseason, where I believe he'll be a restricted free agent. So you see all the tools what he can bring to a team offensively. He got the knack to, or ability to get to the line, knock down outside shots. He rebounds the ball well at his position. And then Darius Garland, though, slowly but surely continuing to ramp up, looking good on the court when playing offensively, assisting the ball, knocking down shots, getting to the free throw line, just looking like Darius Garland of, not even of old. I'm not gonna say of old like he's some old nigga or anything like that, or he had a super down year last year or anything, but just looking like Darius Garland. Let me just put it like that. Some argued he was the Cavs' best offensive player last year, and now he's gonna bring a lot of them offensive contributions or playmaking abilities, scoring abilities, and even leadership in away from an on-court floor general perspective to LA, playing alongside Kawhi, where they're going to try to make this playoff push. They got solid role players around Kawhi and Garland with Chris Dunn, Derrick Jones Jr., Brook Lopez, Batum, even Isaiah Jackson, Jordan Miller, who've been blossoming as of late. So yeah, man. I mean, this is a really, 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 really great win for the Clippers last night. The Knicks, they now dropped back-to-back games to both of the teams in LA. I did not think they were going to lose this game last night. I'm going to be honest. I didn't even think OKC was going to win that game last night. I texted OG before the game like, yo, let's bet on the game. Then I saw Chet was out with an illness. And I knew I heard Caruso was. I'm like, nah, OKC not winning this game. So, yeah, a couple of shockers for me across the NBA world. But really, man, just Kawhi Leonard, man, it just from a ball on a string perspective, like Tween was talking about, the handles being so tight, getting to his spots, the 3-point shot, getting to the line, playing with physicality, which he always been doing. Mid-range jump shot. He's just a special basketball player. When healthy, he's just great to watch. And I see why, like Heaven Sent called Byron a B word over him. I see why Heaven Sent got in a heated debate with me over him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I see why Heaven Sent like him so much. So, shout out to Kawhi Leonard. Shout out to Darius Garland. Shout out to the Clippers. 6-21 to 32-32. And this is after trading Harden. So that's where I'm at. Tween, I'm gonna give you the floor, my brother.
Yeah. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I mean, this Kawhi, he's Kawhi, but they were sending a lot of aggressive doubles. We was converting guys like Darius Jones Jr. What a player, bro. I just love DG. Darius Jones, man. He just couldn't miss Brook Lopez. He actually put a stretch. Brook Lopez, he's been playing phenomenal basketball. I know you feel me, peeping what he's doing as of late, but man, he's looking like a solid pickup. And Benedict Matt, the only thing that's missing from him is the threes. Like, he deadass cannot make a three in the ocean. I think he's like one of the last 20. But other than that, his middies is like 99 overall, bro. And he getting to the line, like, bro, he got a superstar whistle. And DG, this is for sure his best game as a Clipper, especially in that fourth quarter where he got hot and they try to go zone and he hit back-to-back threes on Cat. One of them was a sidestep off the extra swing, and then the other one was just a catch and shoot. Like, if you have Kawhi and you feel me, you double team him and show him a lot of aggressive help, started the blender, swing money. Like, man, this was an amazing win right here, especially. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I just want to chime in a little bit on the Knicks. To be honest, when you got Josh Hart and Kells in the game, they were not even closing out to them folks. Like, Josh Hart, you're playing 4-3 on the court with him in the game, respectfully. Like, they ain't trust him at all. It's gonna make it tough for Brunson. It's making it tough for Cat. Even though Cat had a phenomenal game offensively, we cooked him defensively. Like, he was bad defensively last night. OG, I thought he played good defense on Kawhi, but Kawhi was just making them. You know what I mean? Like, he's there, he's trying to affect the shot, but it's just like, bruh, Kawhi different, bro. And I think that's about it. I'm gonna pass it to Amadou real quick.
Amadu's up here. Appreciate that, brother. Reed,
Yeah, I'm up here.
DG played more than 2 games. That is a lie. I do agree with your other comment though. Clippers have offensive balance and more ball movement without Harden. That is cool to say. Amadou, what's the word, brother?
Yeah, I'll first start with the game. I mean, yeah, it was a cool game. Cool game against the Knicks on Peacock. But like, yeah, I mean, Tween said a lot, and he was right. I mean, Clippers are playing well. It was they did a good job offensively. I know Kawhi, he's seen a lot of doubles. I think just recently he's been doing a better job of seeing the floor and hitting the middle of the floor when he get those doubles. And I just think with the more spacing and more ball handlers, we can play off those doubles better than our previous team. Because I mean, James Harden. I mean, he did a good job. He tried to catch and shoot, but the catch and shoot shot wasn't really like his favorite shot. So he'll like stop the ball sometimes. So guys like Garland, they do a good job of just taking that initial shot and making it. And then Brook Lopez is playing well. He's doing a good job of finding cutters. I just think the Clippers they put way more ball handlers on the floor. Guys like Miller, Mathurin, Garland, Derrick Jones Jr. is playing amazing. Like he's hitting every shot. He's playing good defense. He's rebounding a lot. I just think it's just because they got younger and way more athletic, they get more boards. They can go a little bit small, but because guys is going to, put more effort on the glass. So they're able to go small and still, defend well, grab rebounds, and run in transition. I just think, putting younger players on the floor really helped them. And you saw it a lot last night. Darius Garland playing well, playmaking, hitting threes. Mathurin, I think I see him more of like a 6-man player because he's still like he has a lot of tunnel vision, like just in the half court and in transition. If he can just don't always play for the foul and swing the ball a little bit more, I think there's potential there for a starter. But he's young, so we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, it was a good game, and they're 500 now. I think there might be the first team to start off that bad below 500 and end up 500. So shout out to them. I never thought I'd be celebrating 500, but if you start off 6-21 to go 500, I know when Ty Lue said, I forgot what the numbers were, but he said they got to go. I don't know the specifics, but they have to go specific win loss to get to that 500 mark, and it seems like they're gonna reach it, if not do better. Yeah, so shout out to them for that. And I just think the trades, the management can get some shout. Just getting younger. Don't got all those old guys on the floor, all those ball stoppers. We basically had like no transition game. John Collins started playing better. And it's Kawhi. Like he's on another planet right now. Both ends, playmaking, and then like the things with the dribbling. Like I ain't never seen him. I knew he had handle. Everyone knew he had handle, but like now it's almost like he's splitting doubles. He don't like lose the handle at all. It's always there. He can get to the rim at will now with Lopez spacing and things like that. But yeah, shout out to the Clippers because I honestly didn't think they were gonna reach the 500 mark, but guys stepped up and then the management made good moves. So yeah, they're 500, and then we'll see what they can do if they make it out the first round. Because I saw the game against the Spurs. I know they choked that lead, but with no Garland and no Collins, I came out that game like, okay, we're I'll see. I like how that matchup is for us. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do for the rest of the season. But yeah, it was a good win and good that they're 500.
All right, appreciate that, my brother. Big shout out to the Clippers. Shout out to Tyronn Lue. Shout out to upper management as well, like you shouted out. Yeah, I listened to that conversation yesterday, and Spurs was blowing me, bro. I don't really care if you hear me, to be honest. But man, it's just like it grind my gears when like 2 to 3 people having a convo, but then somebody keep coming in and ad-libbing. Like he just kept ad-libbing yesterday, bro. I wanted to put him on mute so bad, bro, but I was just listening. But like, so please, y'all, like let a convo rock sometimes, bro. If it's 2 or 3 people going having a back and forth, bro, on the real, bro. But yeah, like 11-10 and Heaven was having a conversation. I think Jordan Woods about the Clippers front office and the moves that they've been doing, and I feel like they had a rather good. They've been had y'all made good moves. Like I think y'all wasn't doing anything bad. I'm sorry.
That's what I've been saying. Like that's what I've been saying because even like Clippers fans, like they've always been adamant that Lawrence Frank is like not good at his job,
Mm-hmm.
and like I just don't know why they. I think Lawrence Frank is good at his job.
Yeah, I
I
think
like
he
to me
does.
because every year they come back. Every year they come back, and like the everybody's like, look, like the Clippers. You go from not knowing what the Clippers are going to be like as a team because they flamed out, and then the beginning of the next season he makes moves, and everybody's like, they're a better team than
Mm-hmm.
last year. They
Yep.
covered holes that they needed.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't.
I was
Yeah,
hearing
like
your combo in terms of like if you want to put them as like good management. I do think he makes the right moves because like you said, usually when the season starts, like people we have know okay, Clips are not going to be really that good, but they end up being better, especially like with because of the moves he make. But I don't know if you want to give like I know Jordan was saying. I'm not sure he's going to give them credit for like being aggressive because like that's what GMs are supposed to do. So like he's made the right moves. Like I don't know if I'll put him on that
Wait,
good
wait. How
tier.
you can't be
I'll
how
put him
you
in the
can't get
middle.
credit for being aggressive when that's what GMs are supposed to do? But
well,
all GMs are not aggressive, and
you
also even when you're being aggressive, I mean you make the right move while you're aggressive.
I know, yeah, but
I
that's
was
what I
gonna
said. That
say
was his
like you're not
preference.
just
He
being
was
aggressive,
saying,
the fact that you make good moves while
Yeah,
being
I'm
aggressive.
saying I
Like
disagree
it
with
doesn't
him.
matter if you're aggressive or not.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I agree. It doesn't matter if you're aggressive or not. It doesn't matter. Like GMs don't have to be aggressive. It depends where they are in the timeline, right?
yeah.
Like it is a good GM that knows when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive, depending on timeline. But like even if that's the case, like just because you have to be aggressive, just being aggressive don't mean that you're a good GM. Like it's what
yeah,
you do when you're aggressive.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. My thing about Lawrence, it's always been like, yeah, he always knew how to work the market, and he knew where to like move assets. It's just my thing was he just missed on too many draft picks for me. So I would like put him on the middle because we have so many assets. After that Paul George trade, we still had like what 4 first round picks. I know we gave one to the Knicks for Morris, then we traded another one for Harden. But the 2 first we had after the trade, those 2 first round picks that we drafted, I know it was on like the back end of the draft, but like he missed so badly, and it puts you in that position where you got to make like older rosters where you got to work the free agency and trades and things like that, and like
Even
trade seconds. But had he drafted better, then I'll put him like okay, yeah, I can say he's a good GM. But I'll just right now like towards like the middle because it seems like it's just the
You
market
don't think that
and like the
you
drafting.
don't think that puts you at though?
You
You don't think
come
that
again?
will
You
put
said
you at you don't think that if you're really good at making moves and plugging holes with the limited assets that you have, which he's been able to do, and then also with the limited picks that you have been able to hit on them, like I think now you're a great GM.
okay. I mean, he hit on the most recent 2 drafts, but the ones in 19 and I think 20, I think they were just like really bad. And then on top of that, I know that guys like Paul George and Kawhi had a lot of power. If you want to give him the, I give him the nod for like doing the John Wall and stuff, and then like for things like that because that one was really bad. I don't think he
even the
should have done that,
iHeart,
even though
he
yeah,
let
it was
iHeart
awful over
go,
iHeart basically. Yeah,
and they needed a backup big.
yeah, and then John Wall
I
was
think
really better.
he have to because of the contract situation. But I don't know. I just feel like you can't bet 1,000. The simple fact that he, even when making mistakes, because he will make mistakes, you're not like shit out of luck. Like he's able to get himself still build a good team while making bad, like where he makes a bad choice here, but then fixes it later. I think you're a good GM. Like I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying he's excellent or whatever, but I think he's good.
Yeah, I understand why people put him in that good tier for him. I just wish he could have used some of those draft picks better, and then it would have avoided some of these older players we have to put in our roster, like Russ, John Wall, and guys like that. But I understand what I was talking about. I see.
Yeah, because like for example, like because you were talking, because I wanted to talk about the ball handling, because that's the big thing that I've noticed with the Clippers. Because last year they had Norm helping them with the ball handling, and then like they just couldn't keep Norm because they just don't want to pay him no money, so they let him go. And then they're like, okay, maybe Beal can help us like bridge that gap, but then Beal hasn't been there, and so they've just been having issues with the ball handling with like players just not playing up to par. But then they go and they flip Zubac, who's been having a down year, to go and get Matherin, who is essentially replacing the Norm role. And to be quite honest with you, like watching him play, like he's giving me like he can be an Austin Reeves level scorer. Like if he gets his three ball up, because he gets to the line.
Yeah, he does.
He gets those whistles. So like, and he's young. So I don't know. Like I think just that within itself, where they're able to, with basically no assets, because they've been so aggressive, still been able to get a player like Matherin to plug that Norm hole to kind of just improve them. Even when they needed a power forward, they went and they got John Collins. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
his moves always make sense. That's one thing I can give him.
Yeah,
his moves in the summer, they always make sense. He cooked this trade deadline with that Pacers trade, because then with the picks and all that. So yeah, I think he did a really good job this past summer. And then
during the because GMs like sometimes they don't even see where the hole is on the roster, and they go plug in some shit that you don't need, or it's not that high on the list. Like he actually sees the holes and goes and gets what's needed.
And then this recent draft, he got the center who looks like is a rotational player. Then the second round pick, he did well. And then on top of that, the last year draft, Ty Lue started using Miller more. So like now everything is coming together. It's like, okay, Lawrence, you made better picks recently. So like, yeah, I understand where you come from. He's low-key been cooking recently. Recently, like these past 2.5 years, I give Lawrence his credit, especially in the draft. And then on top of that, working the market, because Brook Lopez also is playing. This is the Brook Lopez guys expected at the beginning to really help us, and then that Zoo and Lopez combo is why guys had us, like me and Ev specifically had, like, Clippers doing well, but like Lopez started the season so bad, so like everything just fell off the cliff. But he's playing much better now.
So did Zoo. Zoo kind of wasn't
Zoo was bad.
John Collins
didn't hit a shot.
Yeah, like it was just So
yeah, I didn't really want to blame Lawrence because of that, because it always makes sense. You go back to what we were talking about in the summertime. You play those clips back, the stuff we were saying about the Clippers and how they can potentially be like top 4. It made sense. Like he plugged in every single hole we needed. He replaced Norm with like someone else that can pass, dribble, shoot. It's just unfortunate that he hurt his hip, and then now we insert these other guys and replace them, and we still got a decent team, and on top of that, a better future. So yeah, Lawrence really did his thing. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that.
All I can say, one, I agree with everything that you and Evan was saying. To top it off with the Zoo trade, bro, they can have a top 10 pick this year. Like, and that's the craziest thing about it all. By the way, this lottery stuff go. It's so random. And only bad thing I feel about it is because the Clippers are going to be like it could end up like a Spurs situation, but to an extent of lesser talent, because whoever they pick in the first round, if they do get that pick, whether it's 5, 6, or 7, that's all guards range. Like, there's no forward or even small forward for them to even select at that particular pick. Like, that's
if you're talking about like 5,
5, 6, like that's Flemings and A-Cuff, and like, so that means they'll draft one of them guards and they'll be coming off the bench more behind guards.
Yeah. So I think. Well, I don't know this draft, whatever. But based upon what you guys are telling me, like they're super talented or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, like, depending on the quality, because you do kind of want a replacement for Chris Dunn.
Yeah, we still need guard help.
But they end up being discarded. They can end up, especially if they've went and got Garland and shit. So, like they do now have like I guess a quote unquote two timeline. Like they've extended the window essentially. Yeah. So like if they go and they do get a guard, like they can end up starting depending on how Matherin develops out, because Matherin currently how he's playing as a 6 man.
I'm listening to you. I'm sorry. I think the chance.
Currently how he's playing as 6 man. Like I don't know I don't watch college, so I don't know how good these players are. But like if they're playing to the way that people are saying like this, how this draft is, where they're like all-star caliber talent or whatever, like I do see a spot for them on the team. It's just replacing Chris Dunn. Are they defenders though? Because they put a defender in the spot.
You talking about this year?
Yeah.
I thought they didn't have a draft pick this year.
Not the Pacers trade.
They got the Pacers trade.
They did that trade with the Pacers.
If it falls out the top 4 though.
Yeah, 5 and 9. So if we get like 8, they can probably go like a mint or something. If it or like 8 or 9,
Yeah,
if
that
they
can
So
work.
wanted
what
to.
what
Yeah,
what 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 range does the pick have to fall in for y'all to have it?
I think it's 5 to 10 or 5 to 9. It has to be between
What the
5
hell?
or
Nigga,
9
I
or 5
remember.
to
Oh,
10.
yeah, I'm starting to remember that train now. I was saying, what the fuck type numbers is that when that happened?
They're not gonna take
Okay,
Koa
okay.
right there, Kenny. It's 5 to 9 or 5 to 10. I think it's 5 to 9 though. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's 5 to 9.
So if the Patriots pick falls anywhere between 5 and 9, it belongs to the what's it called?
the Clippers.
To the Clippers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Then they'll see, and then if it don't fall, it becomes like 2031 first
Yeah, so
unprotected. So
5 to 9.
it was a win-win.
Which if it's not
Yeah.
1 through 4, it will be between 5 and 9. So 5 through 9. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Hopefully, you know who I want. You be seeing my YouTube comment. Hopefully, his back is okay though.
What's
Oh
your
my
YouTube
Kev.
comment,
Oh
bro?
my
Who you
Kev.
want?
No,
My
I'm not. I'm
Kev.
talking about Ev. I always
Yeah,
talk
Who you
about
want, bro?
myself in the chat.
my
Hopefully,
Kev.
my if we can get like 7, and then he drop a little bit. I'll love for us
My
to take my Kev.
kid. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think. And let me read some of West's comments real quick. Her first one, cause think I had wrestling could have gotten him for. His other get hard, and he's not great. Makes too many thinking of shit. So nigga tripping. Just reach for Pete or buddy from Tennessee. Nah, they can't reach for Koa. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take that reach for a mint though, 100%. Like, bro, like I damn near rather take a reach for a mint, as crazy as it may sound,
I was
than
just about to
draft
ask
one
you
of them
that too. Why is a reach
guards.
for Ahmed better than a reach for Koa?
You said what?
Yeah.
I said I was just gonna ask you that too. Like, why is a reach for Ahmed better than a reach for Koa?
Because a mint been better than Koa. A mint just better than Koa. Like Koa is not what I
Yeah.
thought he
Okay.
was. Koa trending downward like shit this year. I ain't gonna lie.
If it go 5 or 6 though, you gotta take one of the guards. I don't think
Yeah,
you
I ain't
can
gonna lie.
go.
Like if it's 5 or 6, bro, fuck it. Like even with Garland on the roster, bro, I gotta take A Cup for Fleming. I might even, bro.
Oh,
I think A Cup
if
just. I think A Cup just flat out better
it's
than
five,
Fleming's.
yeah, if
I
it's
ain't gonna
five, you
hold
gotta
you,
do eight
bro.
now.
If they end up with
You gotta
five,
do
I'm
eight cup,
trading
man.
that pick, bro. I'm
But
seeing. I'm trying to trade the pick. I'm seeing if I
Yeah,
could
I
get
saw words
real
about that. Like,
value. And I wouldn't trade it to like Amadou's point. I don't want to trade it for a guy who's like 30. I'm with Amadou on that. But if I could trade the pick for somebody who maybe 27, just different, place with the franchise and saying, look, I can use a fresh start, good player. There are things I would explore for sure. I would
they
say.
were saying like
'Cause
Giannis
if I'm
probably.
them, I'm not drafting.
one of them
I
guards.
mean, if Giannis comes available, then great. Yeah, obviously, if Giannis comes available, you do what you have to do to get Giannis. And I think pairing Kawhi and Giannis would be amazing. But I'm not. I don't know. I just don't think I would draft. Sorry for the little whatever my voice just did, but I don't think I would draft A Cup with Garland. I'm not getting another small guard, but I think A Cup is. I'm with
Eight
you
cup for
there. If
six
they
three.
get five, yeah, but he's small.
He's a
He's
small
Is
not
guard.
a
he a
big
real
six
six
three.
three? Because they be
It's a
lying
six
about being
two.
listed
Yeah,
at. Yeah, he might
that's
be
what I'm
not
saying.
6'3" without shoes, bro. He
That's
might be a
a
six
that's a
two.
small 6'3". So what I would do is I would draft um I would see if I could trade it.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't want. It just wouldn't
Well,
make
what's
sense to
what's
take
what's what's combo?
it. Just the Clippers pick situation if the pick fall 5 through 9. I just wouldn't want to take A Cup off Fleming personally. Like ideally, yeah, you'll want to walk away with a mint at 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? From a,
For what? Why would you take a cover
I'm talking about for
Fleming?
the Clippers.
if the Clippers pick fall at 5, like it'll be like who else would you take basically if they had to select there. Nah, I agree.
At 5, the Clippers. I wouldn't. Uh, I wouldn't pick.
Yeah, like I'm
You
saying,
gonna trade the
I
pick?
wouldn't
if
pick.
they could, like West, I would ideally trade the
Oh,
pick
if they
too.
could.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if like West said he'll trade the pick. Now I didn't know if that's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I didn't hear
if
that.
that's
I'm
possible or
there. I
whatnot.
would do that
But
too.
yeah, I would just trade the pick too ideally. Um,
Like trade down or like trade completely out of
I don't
the
think it can work
like
like
trade
that. Because
down.
how can
Whichever,
that work if
whatever
the pick
gets
is
you the best player.
if the pick is protected 5 through 9? How could they trade down? Could they then use that same pick and trade down? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, they could. Why wouldn't they? What you mean?
Because it's protections around the pick. I don't know. Like I
Nah,
don't
but
know.
if
I don't.
if
They,
if the
But
pick
it's
they
falls
where
at
can
it's where the
five
pick
and you have the
lands.
fifth pick, you're trading
Yeah,
the fifth pick, gang.
it's
yeah.
where
Oh
it's where
wow.
it lands. It automatically locks in too. If it lands in 5 through 9, then you have it. You can do whatever you want to do with it.
Well, I'm saying you probably have to trade like on the day of the draft or like few days, like after they've made
Yeah,
the
after the
what
lottery.
after they've
Yeah, there's
announced the
the you
result.
take the pick or whatever, and then you can yeah.
Yeah, once that pick is yours, you can do whatever the hell you want with
What's
it.
good, Dane? My brother. What's the word, D Mac as well?
Wait, where's
Hey, what's up,
where's
man?
where's you saying reach for Koa or Ament if it landed at 5, or was that the conversation?
Nah. I was saying
Nah.
if it just lands anywhere, like more so if they get the pick, if it conveys, they get something like 9 instead of taking a small guard. And then Ev was like, but what if they get 5? I was like, they get 5. I think you got to look to trade it. Because I'm not at 5. I'm not reaching. I'm like I would never take a Mint nor Koa at 5. I really wouldn't take Koa at 9. But
I mean, the
it
pick at
was
5 would be.
worth. Oh, you know, I guess.
I'll be
I would
Flemings.
say the
I'll
pick
just
at
take
5 would
Flemings.
probably be in general. I don't
No,
know.
A
I
Cup is
don't know
better
about
than
A
this
Cup is
Clippers.
better
Flemings.
than
But the
Flemings,
Clippers,
bro. I'm not gonna
A
lie. If
Cup
you
would be
watch
the
them two
the pick
players, you
at
see the
5.
one that's better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
But, all right.
And
Yeah.
that's
That
what
makes
I'm
sense.
saying, Lo. At 5, I just for them, I don't think it makes sense for them to draft A Cup. Like small guard, you already have Garland. I just, especially if you keeping
What if they
Kawhi,
believe in
if
A Cup more
you
than Garland?
okay,
That
then
would that
you're
would
just in a position where
never
you're gonna
mind.
trade Garland, like which is fine. But I'm saying either way, and they get the 5th pick. There needs to be a trade at some point, and whether that's Garland or whether that's them flipping pick 5, I think there may be more value in pick 5. I just saw Garland have a second rounder attached to it. I don't care what type of rebuilding he does for his value and stuff. It's probably not going to be that feasible. So that's why I was saying that. And I think you could get a lot for. I think a lot of teams would look at Acuff and potentially move up. I know it's not like the NFL, but we also don't see a lot of teams in the NBA in positions to trade picks like this. That's the other thing. You don't see a
In
lot
this
of
sort of
teams who can trade the top 5 pick.
in this draft that has like that many good prospects going into, outside the top four, that I think that's a fair point to make. Yeah, I mean, if they could trade back and get a haul for it, then I think it would make sense. If not, then I'd still take the best prospect out.
Who give a
Garland
haul
wouldn't
up?
Garland wouldn't
Go ahead, my
change it
bad,
for me.
D-Mac.
No, you good. Garland just wouldn't get in the way of that for me. But I understand that's the topic. Sure.
And good
Who
to
would be
you.
they? Who? Go ahead.
Now you good. My bad. You about to continue with D Mac what you're saying.
Now I was gonna ask who would be their best suitor for that in that case scenario? Like who would give a haul up for the 5th pick?
It depends on where everybody else lands, I guess. Right.
Yeah, it really just depends on where everybody else land. Like these point guard 80 teams, if they fall out of the top 5, they'll be willing to move up to 5 if they think A Cuff and or Flemings.
Why wouldn't Charlotte? Nah, because if Caleb is still there at 5, why wouldn't Charlotte move up to go get Caleb?
Caleb will not be there at 5, but
If
where?
if Caleb is there at
Yeah,
5, they need to
Yeah,
draft
and the
Caleb
Clippers will
and
just
run
take
it
yeah,
him.
high.
Yeah,
What are we
then
talking?
Caleb changes the equation at 5 at that point.
Yeah,
You're
I
taking
don't
Caleb,
think
but
he'll
you're
be
not
there
even
at
taking
5.
him.
I think he goes at
No,
4. But
he's going
for
at 4.
whatever
Yeah.
reason, let's say that whoever's at
Bro,
4 needs a guard instead.
that top 4 is locked up, bro. Whatever
Yeah.
whatever way it goes, that
It's them 4.
yeah, that's the 4.
good. To respond to you in the chat real quick, I think I clarified that the Clippers do need a wing or even a big. You say y'all saying anything in here right now. There's good bigs in the draft. Clippers need to draft another wing or a big like Patrick or Amara. Yeah, but that's not 5 through 9 range. Like either one of them guys are not 5 through 9 range, especially not Michigan big. So that's all that we were saying, goods. I think it's best. I mean, listen, if you either trade the pick, which is the if you're not trading for a player, then you trade down for a point guard for a team that has a need for a young and up and coming point guard, potentially franchising the point guard, and A Cup or Flemings, and you draft what you feel like you need best, and you can definitely trade down to 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 and get you a guy that can contribute for what you actually need on your team sooner rather than later. But yeah, shout out to the Clippers. The other games last night, just to wrap the NBA up.
Yeah. Sorry, did anybody talk about the Knicks?
Some Tween did, I think that was it.
I
What do you
spoke on
say,
that.
they asked?
He spoke
Nah,
on
I just
Josh
spoke
Hart
on
and
how
the spacing and team not guarding that thing like that.
and playing more Brunson, like he's seeing more coverages. That's why the dip, all of that. I spoke on.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure like both teams were covered. My bad.
nah, you good. I appreciate it. James Harden had 21, 5, and 5 last night with the Cavs getting a win over the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers obviously play without Maxey, Paul George, and or Embiid, so I'm not rapping there. As far as the Cavs how to respect things, not rapping there either. They were up like 12 points at halftime, 21 points at the end of the third. They wanted to win about 14 points, so nothing really much to say there. Keon Ellis had a good game off the bench. Jalen Tyson was decent, knocked down 3 threes. Keon knocked down 4 threes. And then Harden and Mitch pretty much got the coast and chill as they could. Oh, VJ didn't play as well. And Harden and Mitch got the coast as well. They only combined for 12 field goal attempts. And Dean Wade had 13 and 10 starting in place for not in place for him. Sorry, Sam Merrill starting in place for him, but Dean Wade had 13 and 10 as he continues to be a starter for this Cavaliers team, which he'll be for the rest of the season. Going forward, as he's their main POA guy in their starting lineup. Also last night, guys, just quickly. We had the Grizzlies defeat the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets defeat the Grizzlies, at home, 126-115. The Grizzlies had a lot of guys out in this one. A lot of guys out in this one. So you see Max, who, and I apologize because I say he was an NBA player like a month ago. I truly apologize for that. Like I always be forgetting it's really the opportunity that these players or the team that these guys get drafted to. And Max is on like a good 10-game stretch right now for the Grizzlies, somewhere in that ballpark, where he's probably showcasing that he, not saying deserves to get minutes, but can play quality to good NBA minutes, even in this situation that Memphis is in right now, where they just rolling out a lot of young guys and giving them opportunity to just play basketball, like Ryan Ruppert, Walter Clayton, Javon Small, and I respect Jalen Will, but Jalen Will, GG, and so forth. So on the net side of things, another team that's just young and letting young guys hoop. Noah Clowney been playing basketball a lot. Danny Wolf had 14 and 9 in 28 minutes. They started 3 bigs last night. Nick Claxton had 9 and 8. Drake, Nolan, Jalen Wilson, Zaire has been a stretch of good basketball right now. Day'Ron Sharp is playing well. They just have Ben. Ben is also playing well. Agor, I think, is pretty much out for the season now as well with the injury that he got announced with yesterday. So that is that, man. 17 and 47. Let me see.
Yeah,
I forgot you was up.
Hope that plan. There you go. He plantar fracture, so hopefully it's nothing. Obviously, doesn't be chronic. Plantar fasciitis in his foot.
Oh, the foot thing. Okay.
Yeah. I hopefully it's nothing that's going to be chronic. It's just something happened here, but all things considered, I think he had an encouraging rookie season. So for it then now is unfortunate. We can't fucking lose, right? So if anybody is going to get rewarded in the damn lottery, I think it would be us, because there's nothing unethical about our tank.
Your best player don't like it though. Your best player said he don't like it. He's not a fan of that tank and shit.
He motherfucker decided to start shooting well after the fucking All-Star break. It's great to see. It is what it is, man. I just we're gonna hope for the lottery. It is what it is. Stay in that top 4 and hope things go well. But at least we are seeing encouraging signs from this young class. We have Powell come up. He came back up for the G League. I thought he gave us some good energy. So, hopefully we get a better look with the rest of these young guys and give Nolan, plenty of time on ball just to have him continue to hone his skills too.
All right, appreciate that, brother. Nah, Jack as in shoot the ball a lot. Good. It's fair to Pat being, you said you think Pat is 5-9 range. What did you say? I think Pat is 5-9 range, he said. Yeah, I disagree, but okay. Mazak, what's the word, bro? Good to see you up here, bro. How you feeling?
Wait, you said me? Oh, what's up, guys? I'm good, bro.
What's up, bro? You saw us get Max Crosby?
Yeah, bro. You saw us get DJ Moore?
Well, that's a good comeback. That's a good comeback.
That is a good comeback. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know what to say, Slim.
Dog, this man Mazak, dog. Utah Jazz. Listen, I will say this. The Jazz and the Nets, I truly believe, like their ownership, general managers, whatever, Pacers, whoever, they get mad as hell when they win. Like, I know they get mad when they win. Like, because, like, you got teams that's just creeping on up. Like, the Mavs are just creeping on up. And they can work their way in. And even just this little race right here between these 4 teams, because you want to at least be in the top 3 because you have a higher percent chance to stay within the top 4 and or to be at number 1 overall pick, point blank period. The number one overall pick percentage is split at 14% between the top 3 teams. 12.5 if you are the 4th seed, and then obviously 10.5 if you are the 5th. So, man, this if I was the Mavs, bro, like, which they're already on a 7-game losing streak, I swear I would lose every game the rest of the season. Like, I will hope to finish 22-60, 21-61, 23-59. I'm not going over 24-58. Like, I will hope I can do that. While you got the Pacers, who really, like, they know what they're up against. They want to eat their cake and have it too. I mean, what's the saying, y'all? Make their cake and have it too. I'm sorry. Wait, what is it, y'all? What's
Eat
the little eat? What is it? What is it?
I don't know.
Brain fart.
I don't know. You said
One of y'all don't know it is eat their cake. No, it's not that. It's make their cake and have it too.
Bro, you can't have your cake and eat it.
Oh yeah,
too,
yeah. There
bro.
we go. There you go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't know what
I
the
was
fuck you
away
was
from
gonna
my
say.
phone, bro. I was trying to get back to my phone, so there's no way he don't know this.
Bro,
I didn't know what he was trying to. I didn't know what he was trying to say.
Yeah, they want to have their wait.
They want to have their cake,
Have their
and
cake
eat
and
it
eat
too,
it
Yeah,
bro.
they want to
too.
have their cake and eat it too. My bad, y'all. My bad.
I mean, he said it fine the first.
I
He
think I
just
did.
said
Yeah.
it in reverse, like he was dyslexic.
Yeah.
So
You want to eat their cake and you have it too.
So
yeah,
they're on a 9-game losing streak, and they know they're at a big risk right now. They want to trade for Zubac, who will be a really good starting center for them next season, while also landing that top 4 pick. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, like, bro, if the Pacers pull it off, bro, like nigga, y'all know how crazy the Eastern Conference is gonna be next year. Before we get to college basketball, you're gonna have a healthy Pacers team, a healthy Boston team, the Knicks still in the mix, the Cavs with LeBron James, if I had to take a guess, in the mix, obviously. The Pistons.
Did you say the Cavs with LeBron James?
Yeah, if I had to take a guess.
Bro, stop.
The Pistons, obviously, like
I guess you could say the bricks with Giannis in that case.
the Magic. Who
bro,
else?
Bron not moving stuff anymore, bro. Bron can
The
go to the
Wizards,
Cavs. You know.
AD with
Oh
Washington.
yeah, the
bro.
Wizards. The Wizards will be up and coming. You know what I'm saying?
AD and Trae Young and Washington.
And the Hawks.
Facts.
The Hawks will be really damn good next year too.
Bro, why are y'all naming these mid teams?
Whoa. Mid.
Bruh.
Who I named that was mid?
The Wizards and Hawks? Are you serious?
The Hawks are going to be a good team in this conference next year, and the Wizards. What are you trying to say? Is AD
What do you
and
call
is
their
AD,
mid,
is AD and Trae Young with that supporting cast of them young guys of talent, of the plethora of young guys?
What are they doing? What are they doing in the Eastern Conference next year? What's happening?
They're going to be a good okay, you want me to change the word from good? I'll switch it from decent to good basketball team. What you mean? Just like the Hawks will be.
Could be a playoff basketball team.
They're gonna be a playing team, bro.
Yeah. Also, the
Oh,
Hornets.
okay,
The Hornets.
okay.
So, are you going to call the Hornets mid too? Because they're also playing. They're going to be a good
I
team.
mean, the Hornets are
the Hornets actually playing good
worth
basketball.
mentioning.
Okay. Well,
The Hornets are a worthy mention. Like them teams you just named, not so much.
the Wizards going to surprise you next year, bro.
They won't. They'll surprise y'all for sure.
Wait. So what you
You
think?
didn't know. You didn't.
So what you think they're going to do
You
next year?
didn't
If you
know.
just had a
what
guess.
the Wizards played.
Like if you had a guess, like a win total perspective of the Wizards, what you just had to say about them right now?
45 wins.
45.
Max.
Okay, what? 45 and 37? What do you mean?
45 is a good.
That's good.
That's a bad
Yeah,
team.
that's
That's
good.
not a
What?
team that's doing any. I said mid. Why are y'all naming these mid teams? We're not gonna hype up the Eastern Conference because the Wizards won 45 games and lost in the first round. Like I know, bro. That team
Yeah,
ain't
but how did you
not
jump?
on that
How
thing,
did you
bro.
jump to the Wizards when I named 5 to 6 other teams before I even got to the Wizards? Though
I literally pinpointed the two teams that I thought were mid when I said the Hawks and the Wizards.
okay,
Immediately when you said it, and I asked why are you naming these mid
so
teams?
the Eastern
The
Conference going to
teams
have
you were naming the Pacers, I don't have an issue with. Pacers
so
are definitely worth a mention. The Hawks and the Wizards, nah, I'm cool.
okay,
You naming the Wizards because you're gonna go watch a few games.
okay, I am. But okay, hold on. The East is going to have the Pacers, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Cavs, and insert Pistons, right? Or you even said Hornets. Cool. So 5 to 6 teams.
No, I didn't. You said the Hornets, and I was like, I'm not mad at
You
that
said they're worth mentioning.
inclusion. I'm not mad at that shout. Right.
All right, you want to take them out, or
But
you want to leave them?
those first five are all teams that have a right to have some type of Eastern Conference Finals expectations and feel like they can make it to the finals. I'm not jumping from those 5 teams and then naming the Hawks and the Wizards, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm just not doing
it
that,
can
bro.
be separated in tiers. Like those can be the teams with the certain expectations for finals or ECF, and you can also have the other teams that's chasing play-in / playoffs and getting back to relevant to being a good team in that respective conference again. The Magic can be a good team next year. Like you're not going to sit here and tell me the Magic can be a good team next year. Like why can't I
The
say that?
Magic will be mid.
Okay, now how many teams in the Western
I
Conference next
mean,
year?
I
How
guess
many
I
teams in the
missed the
Western
point
Conference
of what
next
you were
year?
doing.
How many teams in the Western Conference next year? You
I
going?
thought we talking about contenders. I thought we were
Oh
hyped
no,
for
I
the
wasn't
teams
doing
that
that. No, I
actually
wasn't
will
doing
make
that.
a
Nah,
push.
I was just
Yeah.
saying the
You
quality of
start
good
with the
teams in the
Pacers, I'm
conference.
thinking, big game stuff.
Nah, I was just speaking
We
quality
might as
team.
well just name the Heat then too.
No, I
Like,
didn't
let's
name
just
the Heat.
name every
I didn't
Eastern
name the
Conference
Heat.
team.
No, I
Like,
didn't.
I mean,
No,
wait,
I
but
didn't name us for a
nah,
reason.
nah,
hold
why
on.
not?
I went West on that though. You might. I mean, if you name the fucking Wizards, you might as well name the Heat.
No, because I think the Wizards can be better than the Heat next year. But the Heat are potentially going to
Bruh,
lose Norman
stop,
Powell. I do
stop,
think that. What do you mean?
stop.
What do you mean, bruh? Stop.
Why would the Wizards gonna be better than the Heat next year?
The Wizards have a better direction for their franchise going forward than the Miami Heat currently do at the moment. But I think that's you guys going to mute. The Heat are going to potentially lose Norman Powell and or Andrew Wiggins for nothing. Like Norman's a free agent, gang. I don't
And you
see
don't think
them.
I'm gonna at least make a move to? So you don't think I'm gonna make a move to put to if y'all do lose whoever you just said you were gonna lose? You don't think I'm gonna make a move to add some pieces?
No. When have the Heat made a move to you? Like you can't.
Damn.
I can't tell you. You can't tell me. The Heat don't make big moves. They don't make. They don't make real quality moves. The Norman Powell trade was a surprise. Like that shit got gifted to us basically because what the Clippers were trying to do for their team, and we just jumped
But
on it.
all right, but listen, I'm not. I just thought that was a little. That's a little. I don't know.
Man,
I
the
would
Wizards
think.
are headlined if healthy by Trae Young and Anthony Davis, and they have a boatload of young talent that can play alongside those guys. And Alex Sarr, who'll be entering year 3. Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson, insert top 5 pick. Bub Carrington. Yes, I have the reason to believe that the Wizards can be a better team than Miami Heat next year. Like, not by a lot. I'm not saying they're going to win 45 games and the Heat win 35. I ain't saying it like that, but I do think the Wizards are going to be a better basketball team than the Miami Heat next year.
So how many games do you think the Heat gonna win? If you think the Wizards win 45,
nah, I just said 45 because West said 45. I really don't know for the Wizards. But the Heat, if I had to get, I don't see the Heat winning over 42 games next year. Like, they'll be 41 and 41, 40 and 42.
Damn.
39 and 43. But the conference is going to be better. The NBA is going to be better, period. Like, the West and the East is going to be better next year. So it's like, bro, the Blazers are going to be better. The Jazz is going to be better. Like, I'm saying better teams than the Heat. I'm just saying better
But I feel like
teams
we
in
say this
general.
every year.
No, it will. It will, though. This is facts, though.
Not literally, but like, when you say the Jazz gonna be better than like 20 years now.
Nah, the Jazz are really going to be a better team next year. 100%. They're going to be a better team next year. 100%. Savannah, what's the word, my dog? Speaking of the Jazz,
Why you bashing her Heat?
Speaking of the Jazz, they actually beat the Warriors last night, 119 to 116. Obviously, the Warriors continuing to play without Steph. Porzingis reported came out today that he believes he is healthy now, so he'll be on the court playing in hopefully the rest of the games for this season as they are sitting at 32 and 32. Cal or Mr. Flip out of Duke is having all the opportunity in the world to blossom in that front court. Every time Laurie is out, Walker is out, or whoever is out, he always turns out and have like a double double or a good game. And that he's really a good basketball player, high IQ guy. Continue to work on space on the floor. He had 19 and 15 with 5 assists last night and 3 stocks. Bryce Sensabaugh had 21, Keontae 15, Oscar Sheway 10 and 8. Like, they just have a lot of guys that's playing basketball, man. Really shout out to Utah. They're probably again, I don't think they want to win these games, which they don't want to win games, but sometimes it just fall your way, or that just happens when you have guys on the court that's just making shots or different things like that. But you can see Keontae only played 24 minutes. Like, Keontae don't even go over 30 minutes no more when he is on the court. Same for the Wizards and Trae Young. Trae Young in his 2 games played 18 minutes. Tonight he's not even playing with the injury management thing, so they're going to keep it at that surface level. But either way, they got talented guys or guys that can produce and score or help lead them to victory. And they did last night over the Warriors, 119 to 1.
What they hit on? What they hit on Fingerthumb?
They are at 5s.
Okay, fine. Dang.
And their pick is protected 1 through 8, so that's why they're trying to make sure.
Yeah, I remember that. Y'all like
They're getting 1, bro. Watch.
You said what, Byron?
I was asking would y'all like Darren Peterson over there with Keontae?
That'd be electric. I that'd
That's
be
a that's a that's a good pick.
Dan
yeah.
Peterson in DC. That's what you
No,
talking
he was
about. That's
saying
what he
Utah.
asked.
He was saying
Nah,
Utah.
Utah.
Too
Oh,
bad.
in
Too,
Utah.
Nah,
too
Oh.
bad.
that's
Too
when I'll
bad
be
they.
open
Too
to
bad they
moving.
won't. They won't pick him.
That's when I'll be open to moving. Because my starting lineup, I think I told y'all already. I know Jordan Woods was like, man, they got Jaren, this and that. Fuck it, just trade Ace. Fuck no. I'll go Keontae, Ace, Laurie, Jaren, Walker, and just rock out like that. But if they end up with Dern, then I'll just insert Dern. Not saying right off the bat, but eventually, like with him and Keontae in that backcourt with those guys in the front court.
They won't pick him, bro. That shit a waste.
How? What you mean?
They won't pick him, bro.
If they have pick 2, you think they won't take him?
Well, it depends who goes 1. If Darren goes 1, then AJ goes 2 to Utah. If Utah gets 1, I think they're 1,000% going AJ.
I'm saying if AJ is
That's what they.
1, I'm saying if AJ is 1, you think they won't take Dern at 2? Because you just make it seem like they just won't take him at all.
I said no, because I don't know if you heard me. I said I think they get 1, and I thought that's what the comment. I thought that was tying into what Byron asked. My fault.
Okay,
You probably didn't hear me. You probably didn't hear me.
Nah, I heard you, but you just making it seem like they just wouldn't take him at all. From what I was hearing, but that's on me.
I did think that's what he was saying too initially.
Nah, for sure though. But so you saying they would take him? You saying they would take him at 2? You think, or what?
Yeah, if AJ goes 1, I think they go DP. Yeah.
It's crazy because Booster's having such a crazy year, and I just don't think he's gonna go 1 or 2. But he just been that good.
I got Boozer 2 right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think
But if it was up to
Boozer can go
me,
2.
the safest pick is Boozer at 1. But I just don't think that happened. I don't think that happened. I ain't gonna lie.
No, he's not gonna go. He's not gonna go 1. I guess he go 2.
Yeah, Boozer don't make no sense in Utah.
Where the hell that come from, Byron?
Wait, what you mean?
Nah,
We want
nobody
to
even
come
said
back.
that. Where'd that come from?
No. I'm just saying out loud, like in general.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, it's they
Oh,
two
well,
picks
actually,
be
Slide
AJ
just typed it.
AJ or DP.
Your evil
Slide
twin
just
just
said
said, I
what?
think the Jazz gonna take Boozer.
Hey, first and foremost,
Nigga
first and
said
foremost,
evil.
don't ever quit twin with me and anybody else. First of all, you.
He
Second of
said
all,
you're evil
second,
twin.
that nigga called no, I can't even follow up with him
Bro, he
after that.
joked out,
Bro,
bro.
you
Don't mind
dosed
that
out
nigga, bro.
bad, bro. Nigga say slide my evil twin. What
Man,
the
y'all
fuck?
niggas is comedy.
And he would be the one to say that because I
Yeah,
said that it
I
don't
just
make sense.
I
Like, what the
I don't know what the hell
fuck?
Slide talking about. That nigga's tweeting. But
Oh
shout out to
man,
my
this
dog
nigga can't
Slide.
help but agree on shit.
That concludes the NBA, I think, guys. Let me check. Was it one more game last night? I think that's it. Let me do my predictions real quick. I think yesterday was my first time with a negative record. Yeah, yesterday was my
Got
first
two
time
good
with a negative.
bumps.
Damn, what you
Good bump.
predicting?
I
Got three
went
good bumps tonight. What, 2.5?
I went Cleveland last
That,
night. I went 1-0.
bro,
And then I
I
went
pulled
Memphis.
up
So I
late.
went 1-1. Memphis had ruled out some guys late after my predictions. I went on the show OKC. But that doesn't really. I guess it can count. But if initially I would have changed my pick if I did it after, because when Check got ruled out, I thought Denver was going to win. So I'm not even going to take credit for that one. That's going to be a wash.
Bro, I was about to say, I pulled
Yeah,
up late. Did y'all talk on that game?
yeah,
What y'all saying, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna have to
I
go to the
missed
top.
the game, bro.
You're gonna have to go to the top of the show for that one, brother. But a lot was said though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was a banger of a game last night. Hell, I missed that shit.
I think I went Golden State in this one. They lost, and then I
You
went New
know
York
about the
Knicks.
bullshit,
So I
bro.
went 1-3 yesterday. I'm not counting the OKC game. Even if I were to count the OKC game, I still have a negative record for my first time since I've been doing this daily. Tuesday tonight, I'm going to go with the 76ers at home getting a dub. The Pistons snapping their losing streak. They are 16.5 favorites. I'm going with them getting a win over Brooklyn. I got the Heat at home, 15.5 favorites, getting a win over the Miami Heat. I think the Hawks beat the Dallas Mavericks. They're extending a losing streak to 8 games. So that's the Sixers, Pistons, Heat, Hawks. I'm going to also then go with. I do not respect the Rockets. Jakob is questionable with an illness, I think. I'm gonna go Rockets. I want to say Raptors, but I'm gonna go Rockets. I'm gonna go with the Suns on the road beating the Bucks. Big game here, 8 o'clock NBC/Peacock. I'm gonna go with the Spurs at home getting a win over the Boston Celtics. I'm with the Celtics, y'all. I got no smoke with the Celtics no more. Like I didn't like that shit is over with for me. Like Jimmy Butler not there, we're not a competitive basketball team, so it really don't matter. But I like Tatum and Brown. I want to see them do well for the rest of the year. But I think tonight the Spurs get the win at home. And I think Castle,
Man.
yeah, it's damn, it's gonna be a good ass game. Damn, this could be a statement game for the Celtics. I ain't gonna lie. Like a mini statement, though. Like not that they need to come out and make. Is Low talking to me? Wait, what is Low talking?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, boy.
Oh, I couldn't hear
I
you.
ain't know that you
You was lower
wasn't
than me,
out
bro.
here.
So I couldn't hear you. But like a mini, and what I mean by mini statement, because like again, Tatum came back at a really tough stretch, right? And they're beating these teams though. Like they beat the Cavs. They beat the who was the other team that they beat? Y'all that was
It's only Dallas.
it's only
The
Dallas. So
Cavs.
my bad. I'm sorry. But what's coming up though is Spurs and also OKC. I apologize. I said that wrong. So that either way,
Yeah.
if they win this
This week
game
I
right
think
here, and the Spurs been so damn good the whole entire year, right? Literally the whole entire year, like they can turn some heads even more. Which that Cavs game already did for myself and also others. And everybody's gonna be keying on Tatum's level of performance and how is Tatum offensively, especially with a guy like Wemby down low, that's altering and or blocking shots, and then also potentially being guarded by Castle, on the perimeter who guards guys full court or get up on the guys. Castle guards up, Castle guards down. Castle's a do-it-all defender. Like Castle's the type of guy that you want on your team. Like, bro, if he had a Stephon Castle, he was my favorite player. Which he was my favorite player going to that draft anyway. But yeah, I'm
What
going
you
with the
mean,
Spurs.
brother? Don't you got Davion Mitchell?
I was about to say, nigga,
Yeah,
you can say that, nigga. That was your guy going
yeah,
into the
yeah.
draft.
He's my favorite player going into the draft. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, but this nigga Los brought up Davion Mitchell, dog. But anyways, I got the Spurs winning
Hey,
tonight.
respect my nigga Davion, man.
Shout out to Davion, man. Davion's tough too.
would you be surprised if they lost?
Former
Would I be surprised if the
DPOY, bro.
Spurs
Stop playing.
lost? That's a good question,
Yeah.
and I would say no because I respect the hell out of Boston, and yeah, bro, y'all just a good ass basketball team. But the Spurs is a good ass basketball team, and it's something about the Spurs.
Man, Boston the favorites, man.
Not according to ESPN, they say -2.5 Spurs. So I'm pretty sure
Know about that
I'm
one.
pretty sure FanDuel is similar.
Ain't they home?
Yeah, they home.
San Antonio home?
Yeah.
Yeah, San Antonio.
So that line close.
That's gonna be a good game.
That's a
Yeah.
banger though, bro.
It's gonna be a really good game. 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock. I got the Warriors bouncing back, getting a win at home today against the Bulls. Portland and Charlotte. Damn, that's gonna be a banger. Damn.
What? You said Portland and Charlotte?
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
Basketball
that's gonna be a
wise,
good
yeah,
game.
this is gonna be a good game. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good game.
Meach legit only watch contenders.
Damn,
That
my
is
boy
a
Scoot.
lie.
She like
That's
what?
a
Like
lie.
what you mean? Like yeah, this
Man,
is
she's
gonna
trying
be a
to
good
see
game.
good
Yo,
hoops,
Ed,
Bro,
bro.
she
She
don't
don't
watch.
watch these comedies.
Yo,
How
Ed, you
against
see what my boy Scoot did last night? 28 or the other night.
Who? Oh, Scoot. Yeah, Scoot. Yeah.
Speak on
I
it.
peeped. I'm gonna go with the Blazers. Actually, I went with the Hornets the other day on the road, bro. They lost, bro. They let me down, so I'm cool on them right now. I'm gonna get them a game break. I'm going with the Blazers at home today. Tough team. Both teams are tough in my opinion. When it comes to a young talent perspective, and obviously Jeremy Grant and Miles Bridges lead it when it comes to the older guys on those teams. I'm gonna go with Portland ultimately at home getting a win. Indiana and Sacramento. This is the tank off, so I mean this really don't count. Maybe Russ get a triple double again, so I'm gonna go with the Kings to get the win. And then Lakers versus Minnesota. LeBron didn't practice yesterday, but LeBron is still questionable. I think LeBron will return tonight. But even if LeBron did not play, I'm not gonna say it don't matter, but it wouldn't change my decision that much. I gotta ride the hot hand. I gotta ride with Luka and the way he's playing basketball right now. I want to see how he goes up against Minnesota's defense tonight with J Mac and the other guys are going to guard him. But I'm going to go with the Lakers at home, 11 o'clock start time, getting that victory. This game is going to end like 1:30. I will be in Discord with y'all watching this game. So that's my prediction. I'm going to run through it one more time.
That's delay. Dang, killing me, dog. I need
11 p.m. is wild. I ain't going to lie.
Goodness gracious,
11
bro.
p.m. is wild.
When you done, I got a Josiah stat. That's
Okay.
what we're gonna call it from there.
Let me.
Go ahead.
Who did I say? Sixers for the people that care about this.
That's what we call. That's what we
Pistons.
call them. Hold on.
Sixers, Pistons, Heat, Hawks, Rockets, Suns, Spurs, Warriors, Blazers, Russ, Lakers. And what you say you had, Mish?
L Pick'ems, man. L Pick'ems,
The
bro.
Lakers. The Lakers this season are 2-0 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Didn't know that.
Say that one more time. My fault. My connection.
Oh, I said the Lakers are 2-0 against the Wolves.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like the T Wilson.
shout out to Luke Kennard too. I like the Luke Kennard. I love the Luke Kennard edition. Not even like I love the Luke Kennard edition. That's a guy that Luke need to have on his team.
He
From
could
a
play. Yeah, he could play. He could
yeah,
play.
from a shooting perspective, he need a guy like that. He said I
Well,
got many
if
Raptors Rockets would be
DeAndre
good. What you
if DeAndre plays the way that he played last game, I think he heard Byron talking shit about him. So I don't
I
know. The
thought
game
about
he
that,
played
Misha.
last
I ain't
game,
Speak
gonna
on
lie.
it.
he was hustling, he was moving. I said, can't be the same DeAndre Ayton they've been talking.
Nah, that nigga. Nah, I gotta give credit when it's due. That nigga said he helped set the tone in that last game. So yeah, need that
And
nigga
getting
to do the
40
same
tonight.
thing.
Book it.
I can see that.
Shit, I can see that.
Yeah,
Are
I
they
can see
winning?
that.
Are they
Are they
winning?
winning? That's a good question because when we get 40, we lose. So that's a good question, Mish.
Huh? Is that?
uh,
I don't think that's real.
Yeah, yeah. If
What's the
you look
stats
at
on that?
the Spurs, we had the Spurs 50 ball we lost. Then we had a couple other. I think we're like 2-7 when getting 40 or something like that.
all right.
We don't have a winning record when we have 40. Just know that.
Wow.
Okay, that will conclude the NBA talks, guys. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up button on this video for me. I would greatly appreciate that. That helps the algorithm out. And if you're watching on Twitch, just thank y'all for supporting the platform across all the different platforms. The fact that show went through, whether that was Twitter Spaces, whether that was playback, RIP to playback. I thought about playback yesterday. Whether that was YouTube now, and obviously YouTube and Twitch at the same time. We're going to head over to some college basketball talks. Is that your hand up, Wes, or is that you saying you're exiting?
Nah, I was raising my hand to ask where you were headed, and now I know what I need to do. I'm appreciative though. I'm very appreciative.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you, Birdie. Um, last night, I'm gonna start here because I did not hear this yesterday. I guess they said it yesterday when I think Ari and Ted was talking when I was on my jog or something like that. But I didn't hear it. So it took me to tweet this because this is when I laid my eyes on it. I laid my eyes on it at 11:56 p.m. last night, so not too long ago. Arizona guard Jaden Bradley is the Big 12 Player of the Year. Not only is this ridiculous to me, it's not just stats for me, but he averaged about 14 on the season, somewhere in that ballpark. AJ averaged 24. First and foremost, Arizona is obviously one of the best teams in the country. Why BYU trended downwards. But not just that. On top of him being Big 12 Player of the Year, he's also finished as the top 5 finalists when it comes to the Bob Cousy Award over Bet West, over LeBaron Philon, who a lot of people respect or would have anticipated or thought should have been here over him. So that's the two things that's a conversation right now, or over the last 24 hours around the Big 12 Award, and also just a finalist for this for the Bob Cousy Award as well. So I mean, I wish I can hear the case made for him, like whether it's how he rose in big games, okay. If it's the record, okay. But AJ undoubtedly, if not even AJ, like B Guy said on YouTube earlier today, like you could even give JT Toppin a shout, even with the injury, for Big 12 Player of the Year. So I mean, either way, congrats to Jaden Bradley. That move or that surprised the hell out of me. Even him being a finalist here surprised the hell out of me. It's literally missing LeBaron Philon big time. I also sent some things to myself, and I think Ted sent some things to myself as well. When it comes to, he sent me the all Big Ten first team. What else? Hold on.
He probably sent you the all team, all conference awards, most likely. Look all team, I guess, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me see. Well, I have the SEC here, ACC, Big Ten. Anybody got a Big 12?
But you don't need to see that Mickey Mouse ass shit. Who? Not missing nothing.
Oh, he sent me the Cousy Award finalists too. I said it to myself, but he sent me it too. But any comments to start off this segment with Jaden Bradley, Player of the Year, and then we can just dive into the Big 12 Player of the Year thing as well while we're going to be on the Big 12 for the time being, and then we'll head over to all the ACC and SEC teams as well. Ari.
What's
I
the
didn't even
Oh, my bad, Lo.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
No. You. My shit is loud, so when you came off mute, it was loud. That's okay.
Now I was gonna ask because I was trying to figure out what the main schools in the Big 12 were, so I could know like because you said the shit was a
A lot.
robbery, so I'm trying to figure out who got robbed.
Kansas, Houston, BYU, Arizona, Tech.
Oh, what's it
Uh,
called? AJ was in this conference.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yes.
Nah,
It's ridiculous.
I'm
that's
sending it.
crazy.
I'm sending you the teams though after all
So
big.
is there like I'm assuming there's a winning bias?
That's what
With
I had to guess. That's what I think.
Bro, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
they went 29 and
that's the
2.
only reason. That's the only reason why he got it. To be honest, but to your question of me, Jordan Tez and I were in here when like they all started dropping. So obviously we started looking. Um, I expected it to either be AJ or JT topping because I think even with JT being out, he has a really good case. If you look at the shit that the nigga did, like he has a really good case to still be Big 12 player of the year. Cause like nobody in the Big 12 has been as consistent as JT Toppin this year. Like I don't think the nigga's had a bad game. He just hurt. And so I felt like that was a bit of a slight. I felt like it was a reach. I personally also think, I mean, they weren't going to give it to Burries because he's a freshman, most likely, and he's not like, an AJ type freshman. But I felt like if you're going to give it to a nigga from fucking Arizona, give it to Burries. Feel like he's been better, personally. That's a personal thing. But no, I thought it was bullshit, and as you can see, so this is the first team. No, that's the all Big 12 awards. I was about to show you the team.
My bad.
No, the first team thing, yeah. So as you can see, the friggin' asterisks next to JT's name, AJ's name, and Kingston's name, all of them niggas were unanimous first team all Big 12, but not one of them was the Big 12 player of the year.
Mm.
Like the shit,
Say that
man.
one more time. Just say that
Damn,
one more
that's a
time.
that's a
Like
Say
that's
that
a
one more time.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm with Wes. I ain't gonna lie, Ari. That's
all
a
three
hell
of
of a
them,
pool.
all three of them niggas were unanimous first team Big 12, and you chose Jaden Bradley to be Big 12 player of the year. Like this shit is a fucking joke to me. It is a joke because there's no way that this nigga he's not the best nigga on his team and he's not the best nigga in the conference. It should have went to AJ. I know why it did not go to AJ, but it should have clearly went to AJ. Like if you're not gonna give it to JP, give it to AJ. JT, give it to AJ. It's just irritating because like that player of the year award is voted on by our coaches. So I'm like, y'all thought that nigga was just that spectacular? That like he deserved that. And as stacked as the conference has been this season, like that's what you're doing is really fucking corny to me. That's why I told you if you ain't missed shit. Like the moment I saw that, I didn't really give a fuck. Bro, they could have left Kingston off first team. I wouldn't have given a fuck. Because like your decision making, your thought process is flawed. The only two awards that I really agree with in terms of like the overall awards, like what are they called? Superlative awards. I think Flory for sure should have been whatchamacallit, Flory was definitely DPOI, Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 12 for sure. And yeah, I'm not upset at Tommy Lloyd getting Coach of the Year. Oh, and I like Christian Anderson as Most Improved. But cool, okay, Toby Walker, he can be Sixth Man of the Year. I think there could have been an argument. Obviously, like I don't really pay attention to Newcomer of the Year. But yeah, that oh, and Freshman of the Year, obviously, AJ. So like that Player of the Year shit was very corny, and they made themselves look extra fucking dumb when you see that the nigga wasn't even. I expected him to be unanimous first team. This nigga wasn't even fucking unanimous first team. Like the shit was a joke. And then the fact that Atwell, if you go to like because we have a first, second, and third team, the fact that Atwell from Tech didn't even make one of those teams either. Like if you look at some of the niggas that's on there over him, it's a fucking joke, in my opinion. And I've never seen our first team be 10 players because I went back and looked at last year. Last year was 5, the year before that was 5, and the year before that was 5. So they Mickey Mouse this shit to get these Arizona niggas here because they are a good team overall because they're number 2 as a team. But none of them niggas, like I'm gonna be for real, none of them niggas deserve to be first team.
Yeah, I'm
None of
looking.
them.
I'm like, why is it all? It can't act the same thing. But okay, okay.
It's Make-A-Wish. Like, they had to make it make sense because the shit makes no motherfucking sense. Like, the first team should have been AJ, Kingston, JT, Anderson, and yeah, you can put Floyd there because he's defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
E-Man could have been. I was shocked when I saw that E-Man was first team. That nigga should have been second team.
Yeah.
Like I don't like none of our fucking awards. They look fucking stupid.
Nah, I appreciate that introduction. When it comes to showing the team or DMing the teams, and also talking about AJ to us pretty much being robbed. Anybody else want to add any other comments to the AJ thing or the Big 12 teams?
I mean, JT JT or AJ should have won it. The way that they did this is like this is bad for the sport, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. If she didn't want to say it, this is bad for the sport, bro. This is put names in a bucket, take it out, whatever name you pick up, that's who win. Like that's what this shit gave, bro. Like that shit bad for the sport game. And no right should he have been player of the year. I'm sorry. He's important to his team. He has shown
Shout
up
out
in
back
some
ends
big
in the building.
games.
Shout out back ends.
He has shown up in some big games, but you telling me he was better this year? The leading scorer in the country is in that conference, and he don't win Player of the Year. It's insane. JT Toppin has been one of the most consistent players from start to finish. He didn't win because of what, injury, and because his team not the second in the country. Like this is clear winning bias, bro, and it's bad for the sport. And then to her point, they're the only conference that have 10 players on the first team. Like this is insane, bro. This is bad for the sport, bro. Like this is bad for the Big 12. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Yes, they're the best conference, and that's cool, but you don't have to reward it by putting 10 fucking people on the first team. Like respectfully, E-Man is not a first team player, bro. That like he's not. Like it is, and for them to get Arizona to get three niggas on the first team, bro, be for real, bro. Like be for real. So I mean, this is bad, bro. This is bad for the sport. To be honest, this shit makes no sense at all, none. But I agree with the newcomer. I think Melvin, as far as a newcomer, probably deserves it. Most improved Christian, I agree with that. Coach of the year, I agree with that. Freshman, I agree with that. Defensive, I think Floyd, yeah, definitely. I think I agree with that. I agree with everything, bro, on here, but the player of the year, like, truthfully. So that should just throw the whole list off,
That's
to be
so
honest. But it's
wild.
cool, bro. That's wild. That's bad for the sport, bro. I'm just be honest. It's bad for the sport, but
It
I'm
is.
cool, bro.
All right,
I'm
It
man.
is.
cool.
Shout out to the Big 12. Oh, Wes about to say something. I forgot to. What's the word, Wes?
Nah, I was about to troll. Say I was about to take a little pot shot at Goods. Say the reason AJ didn't win it is because he got the third highest ceiling of you know the players who are going to be selected at the top of the draft. So it's nothing worth anything, man. It is what it
You
is.
said Goods think AJ got the third highest ceiling?
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
But no, unfortunate, but at least, they can't take away what you did. They don't have, that's all I'll say. They don't have to reward you for what you were able to accomplish, but they can never take it away. So everything he put on full display this year at BYU, everything that's on tape, they can't erase that. You can't burn those tapes, can't make it be something that didn't happen. So it's all right. Bradley can keep the little award, but we all know what we witnessed this year. So it is what it is.
Big shout out. What's your? Because I haven't heard. While I'm flashing. Not, my neck is killing me, bro. While I'm about to flash the All ACC first team, I didn't hear your comparison though for Caleb Wilson as a player overall. Like where are you at? And then I even said,
No, I was
even said
basic. I'm just sick.
you basic. I even said like I even think he can be better than Boozer. Like I think he can peak higher than Boozer. Like where are you at when it comes to him and Boozer as prospects, and also Caleb Wilson just peak in general, or not peak but player comparison.
That's a tougher bet for me. The peak because Boozer is just he's such a refined prospect. Like Boozer's damn good, right? So I don't wanna say that. I won't say that it's impossible though. I do think I think he could be a better defender than him. I think Caleb could be, top 7 defender in the world someday. And if that does translate and he's able to go get you 20 and 10, we're talking about a player who could be looking at Boozer and be like, yeah, one of these years I was top 10 in the league and you were 13th, stuff like that. But I see both of them with similar ceilings, and Boozer's just a much better player right now in terms of like how refined his game is and how NBA ready I think his game is. I just don't think his ceiling is that high. That's my issue with Boozer. That said, for Caleb, my comp was always KG. Um,
Okay, same. Yeah.
Not saying he can be as good as KG, but the motor, like I said, I just talked about this yesterday. His motor is too great for me to like not compare him to KG, especially with the strengths that they have in their games. Like both defensively slanted, play very similar, except for I think KG would, he would handle the ball a little bit more when he was younger. But again, we never saw KG in college. We saw KG in high school. So, um, he Caleb played a similar game in high school, like really the same. So, um, yeah, man, I think the world of Caleb there. I'm disappointed that his season ended the way it did, but I'm grateful for the moments, he gave us. He gave us a great few months of his life.
100%. Appreciate that, my brother. This is the All ACC first team. Boozer, Caleb, Okori. Ches put me on him a couple of months ago. Tough as guard from a shot making perspective. I even seen him get a lot of love on Twitter as of late as well. Malik out of Miami and Red out of Virginia. So shout out to the All ACC first team. I flashed the SEC on the screen yesterday, but I would do it again for the sake of just a segment real quick. Um, the SEC team spoke on how Owe would have and could have been first team if different things went our way from a Kentucky season perspective. But shout out to Acuff, man. It's a special player. Also the SEC Player of the Year. He's up there now with Anthony Davis and Brandon Miller as freshmen that won that award. I think I'm saying that right. That's top of my head. As freshmen that won that award. Jacoby Gillespie out of Tennessee. Thomas, LeBaron Philon, and Tyler Tanner. So shout out to all of these guys, and shout out to Acuff just to continue to cap off the season that he's been having, man. Did I send anything about him to myself? I did not. Where I'm at. Chan just sent this, by the way. Let me just look at this. Chan is such a goofball, bro. Darius Acuff went SEC Player and SEC Freshman of the Year. You see some of the guards that Coach Cal had under his tree. Where you see Malik up there, Booker, Fox, Maxey, AD,
Damn, man.
SGA,
He the fucking greatest, bruh. He the
Jamal,
greatest, bruh.
John Wall,
He
Derrick
the
Rose,
greatest,
I
bruh.
swear, bro. And you just add Acuff to that mix, The tweet is obviously quoted with literally zero title with all these point guards. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's not even true. Well, no, that is, wait.
What?
Never mind. We had,
Nah, I'm about to say
yeah, he's
it's definitely
Yeah,
true.
Marcus T. Yeah, never mind. Get this on my screen. Lions sign up a check on. Nobody give a damn about that.
That's
But it's
ass.
funny Jordan got to root for him now or watch him after knowing how he feel about him. But what else? The All Big Ten first team. Gax was also named the Big Ten Player of the Year. That was expected for the most part. Coach
My
also
boy,
good. Their coach
my
also was
boy.
named the Big Ten Coach of the Year. Um, wait, what? That was by the media. I'm sorry. And Nebraska's coach was named Big Ten Coach of the Year by the coaches. So they had 2 Coach of the Year awards. Okay,
I like that.
with the media and the player and the coaches doing it.
Yeah, because the media, like, it's easier for like them niggas to be enamored with like wins and losses. I felt like a coaches don't give a fuck like if your team is, 24-2, or if your team is 14-14. Like if they feel like you're a good coach, they're gonna look at that because they're gonna be more accepting, or like they're gonna take in the context of like what's his situation, who are his players and everything, and like looking at the job that's actually done. So I like that they have 2 awards
Hmm.
like that.
I will add this. Also, it's like players ranking other players. Players rank other players across all sports a certain way because they see them up close and personal. They're on the court with them, or they're on the field with them. They're going against them. They know what they're best at doing. They know what their weak spots are. Coaches know how good other coaches are, especially in-game coach. Like Ted's favorite comment is, "I don't care about what the coach is before the game. I care about the in-game adjustments or something like that." However, Ted says something in that ballpark. The in-game adjustments that
Yeah,
coaches make.
I think the best that's it. But yeah, what you're saying, the to me the best coaches to me are not pregame game plan coaches. The best coaches to me are in game adjusters for
Yeah,
sure.
there we go. And with that being said, is like these coaches in the Big Ten could have went against Nebraska's coach or just a different coach in a different conference, and you can see like how they call this play at the right time, or they have the guy doing this at the right time, this down screen, and all these different adjustments on the fly in game, whether it's quarter one or my bad, or college basketball half one to half two. So yeah, that matters. They see the coaches on the up close and personal level. Same way the players see the players on the up close and personal, not up close and personal, but up close, a close level as well. So yeah,
Hmm.
shout out to the Big Ten though. Their first team got Yaks out of Michigan. You got Price out of Nebraska, Keaton Wagler out of Illinois, Bennett Sturts. I watched their game the other day. Um, Forgot who they playing. Yeah, feel like it was Michigan. I think it was Michigan. I watched the game the other day to lay my eyes on Sturts. It's cool, I guess. Jeremy Fairs and Braden Smith, who had a relatively quiet year. He came to the year with a lot of hype. I don't think he lived up to it personally, and Purdue definitely is probably going to be some early exits again. We'll see what happens. What else? Big spoke on the Big 12, Big 10. Anybody got any words on this on the Bob Cousy Award finalists? Or y'all pretty much I said what need to be said about that. If you want to add something, you could.
Fight line was robbed.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't know if Phylon wasn't included. I thought he was. I didn't realize they left him off for fucking Bradley.
yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. It'll be super impressive if A Cup win this award though. But if politics is involved, which it kind of is, because of the people who's behind the scenes doing this shit, I could see them going Braden, bro, and just to cap off his career. Uh, and I think he won. No, he didn't win last year. I think he won the year before, if I'm not mistaken, or he might have never won one. Um, but just to cap off his career on some political type shit. But if A Cup wins this award and he goes first team All SEC, SEC Player of the Year, freshman SEC of the Year, uh, and cap off the Bob Cousy Award and make first team AP All American, you might as well just stamp
He
top
won it
five pick.
last year, not
Okay,
first
okay, so
part.
he do got one. He do got one. Okay,
Brady won
so
it last year.
yeah, so if A Cup accomplish all of that in a freshman season, you might just stamp a top five pick. Like at the five, like I think he'll be stamped there. If he can ring off all these fucking awards. Cause that'll be some shit. Like I don't even think John Wall did that. Like that'll be some shit. So yeah, that'll be impressive if A Cup could win this award.
Bruh. he's gonna be nothing short of a star guard in the NBA. Like, bro, like this is probably the first time in NBA history where if you land with pick 5, you happy. Like you just as happy, damn near. Especially if your team needs a point guard, because like how good A Cup is going to be, bro. He's going to be a star guard, bro. Like A Cup is going to be insane at the next level, with the more spacing and just playing alongside NBA talent, bro.
I just hope he don't go to no fuck ass team, bro.
Man, I don't give a damn where these niggas go, man. Go ball. Like, bro, I like when these niggas go to outside of the Kings, right? But even then, I want the Kings to get a good pick too. But bro, I want all these players to like. I want them to land in Sacramento. I want
Nigga,
them to
I
land in
don't.
Brooklyn. I want them to land in Brooklyn.
Nigga, you want A Cup in Sacramento?
I want them to because bro, I
Well,
like when
actually, Sacramento
I like
might not
when
be that bad.
I like when young players change franchises, bro. Like I like when they have the biggest imprint or impact to that team, ultimately becoming a winning team again, or just getting over 500 again. Like I want to see Memphis get over 500 again. I want to see the Kings do it. Like I want to see the Nets do it. Like I want to see that happen, and to do it, what easier way it is to get a top prospect in the draft. Like I want to see the Bulls
But if
do it.
I do that better
So how you feel? So how you feel about? And this not obviously. I mean, he. I'm not gonna say he had the same toss as Acuff last year, but how you feel about kind of? I feel like Jeremiah Fears done fell into niggas' wayside. Like I still fuck with Fears, but I feel like niggas don't really speak on Jeremiah Fears no more for real. And I don't even know if he's.
He
I really. I really can't even tell you what he's done on the Pelicans, like whether he's how well he's played on the Pelicans. I just feel like niggas ain't since he went to the Pelicans, and it's like niggas don't really know what the fuck he doing or really watching them no more. And like I don't even. You feel me?
The Fears thing is going to take time. I'm looking at it now. The season's averaging 13 points, but like the thing is going to take time because like they're like when you lose your girl, or for the ladies they lose their man, but you delusional over them though. Like you don't want to let go.
Bro, what?
No, just listen. They don't want to let go of this. Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't want to let go of their current build of their team. Like they don't want to blow it up. They don't want to move on from Zion, Herb, and Trey. So they and then even DeJounte Murray now. Like he came back and instantly became a starter. Like DeJounte came and instantly became a starter and make Jordan Poole get DNPs now, which really doesn't matter for them. Or just Jeremiah Fears coming off the bench and also just playing less minutes. And Fears will come off the bench anyway before it even happened. But like they really believe in rolling out DeJounte, Herb, Trey, and Zion next year, and they're going to be a really damn good basketball team. They have the talent, don't get me wrong, but that's what they believe. So I think with Fears, it's just going to take a little more time. That's all. Like year 3, year 4, you'll see him pop. Because he's just that good. So just let them be in a little delusional phase. And Heaven Sent probably will say it. Let them be in a little delusional phase for next season, bro. Maybe even next year as well. But after that, they're going to face reality and they'll clear it out. And Fears will be able to take that starting point guard position and just be the man in NOLA.
He said
And you don't think it's because they didn't like have proper value for what they wanted at the deadline? It's like why they didn't move, not necessarily because they want to keep said roster.
That could
It's
be
about the
true.
value they received back.
That could be true, but I don't think that was the case. I think they believe that if these guys are healthy, which they've been believing the last 2, 3, 4 years, if they're healthy, we're going to be a good basketball team like we were. What was it, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when Zion got hurt before they went to the play-in or the playoffs against the Suns?
that one time? You mean that one time?
Yeah, that one time. That's what they believe. That's what I think. I think that's what they believe.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think that's a wrong way to look at it. I even said like during the whole Zion, shit, I'm like, they probably just trying to get this nigga value up. Even niggas like Herb or Trey Murphy, I do think they want like 2 firsts for Trey Murphy. But we could agree to disagree. Like I think you're
I think the
logically coming to a conclusion.
proper value is a tough way to put in front of value, because typically when you trade guys anyway, like how often in the NBA do you get the proper value? And then it's not realistic to trade 3 guys and get the proper value. Now, if you want to say that for Zion because of where he went in the draft and who you expect him to be for your franchise, cool. But I think if they would have traded Trey Murphy at the deadline, they would have got the quote unquote proper value. If they would have traded Herb, they would have got
I thought they were wanting 2 picks and people only offered 1 for Trey. Or I mean that report could be false, Ev, because you know how that shit come out during the trade line. But I thought they wanted an extra pick for Trey that people weren't willing to give
But
up.
how
And I
realistic
thought
is
that was
it?
the
But
reason
how
they didn't.
realistic? My biggest point is though, like how realistic is it to trade 3 guys and get the proper value for them?
I would assume they lost the value of her. Like you know how at one point he was a guy who you might be able to get a first for or 2 firsts for. I think they lost the value on that. I think you could still get the most out of Trey the Zion shit, I don't know what the fuck you get out of him. If you want me to be honest, like I don't know what you get out of Zion in 2026.
Zion will be good on another team, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. He good right now, but
No,
yeah.
but I'm saying like value trade
Yeah,
wise,
value,
like I
yeah.
just don't know what you
That's
get
not
for
gonna
that
that's
nigga.
not gonna ever hit proper, like quote unquote proper value for Zion.
But
But
yeah, if I get what you say with the proper word, I would just say from their perspective, even if I think they're like overestimating the value of their said players and what they should get back in the trade, I think for them they have a baseline of where they want to be to move any of those guys.
right, and then that'd be a they problem then.
No, 100%. It
Yeah,
would
okay,
be.
okay, 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 okay. Yeah, so that's what they in right now, low, and that's the Fears thing. Like Fears is a good pick; they made the right pick, but they also then got DeJounte Murray like what 2 years ago. So it's like they got these 4 guys that they believe in that they're paying good amount of money to that they just don't want to blow
Now,
it up on.
but that goes to my point, sort of. Like, I mean, you telling me, and your answer to my point, by the way, was basically just to keep waiting, stay down, cool. But I was saying, like, that goes to my point. I don't want to see A Cup go to a team that don't know what the fuck they doing, bro. Like, let that. If whoever draft A Cup, bro, I want them to put the ball in his hands. They want to let him develop, let him rock.
Well, the good news is wherever he will go in the draft, that is
So
going to happen though. Like whether it's Sacramento, that's going to happen. Whether it's the Nets, that's going to happen. Whether
if
that's
he go to Sacramento, he still got Levine and DeRozan in his way.
nah, he'll be the starting point guard though. That's the biggest point. Like he'll come in and start day one
Yeah,
for the Kings.
yeah, he gonna start day one, but it's still gonna be other guys who are ball dominant players on the team. That's
But
sort
but
of in the
keep it
way
real,
his development.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be completely insane. If you telling me the Kings are like, yeah, we're not gonna let our top pick guard run the offense. Let's just do this shit around DeMar and fucking Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
That would be
but also
insane.
DeMar is not as in this situation because he just doesn't want to beat her no more. He's not as ball dominant. A couple will step in and be the floor general of that team, and A couple be the one that'll be setting Levine and DeRozan, not the other way around. And then on top of that, they only have 1 year left after this season. So like if they're there for one more year, bro, they're gonna make the game easier for A cup. Like I want to make that. I want to make that clear too. Like Levine will be good alongside A cup in the backcourt, not from a future perspective, but for one more season. If or even up until the trade deadline, which he'll probably be traded by then at that point, like he'll be it'll be good for A cup to play alongside a guy like that or with veteran experience, a guy that can knock down shots off his passes and things like that. So I mean, bro, I don't want that to be like lost in the sauce too. I think sometimes people want these young players to go to teams, but don't have any other good players around them or ever no other good vets around them. Like they're gonna need them vets too. They're gonna need
Nah, for sure.
good players alongside them as well.
Yeah,
So
you want other good players, but you don't. You kind of want players that aren't as ball dominant. Like,
nah, but
you know what I'm saying?
nah, I 100% agree with you. But this is the only time, not only time, but this is the few times where I'm going to disagree because Levine and DeRozan and even Sabonis know what Sacramento is turning to be or going to be from a team perspective. Like Maxim Reynard, I said to y'all a couple months ago, that's going to be their starting center of the future. Like I'm not saying like clear cut they can't get a guy that's better than him, but that's the guy that they will ideally want to start year 2, year 3, year 4. He even had like a 26 and 11 last night or whatever. I mean, not the other night, not last night, but the other night. Need Clifford is a guy that they want to keep in their fold as well. And probably will end up starting, which he's been doing as of late.
I forgot they had Neat Clifford. That's he was tough in college too. That's another.
Yeah, so like where I'm going with that is like, bro, Levine and DeRozan would know like, hey, this is the guy. He gonna have the keys. We just here to make life easier for him up until the trade deadline and or if not next year off season. That's all it's going to be, bro. I swear they'll respect and understand that's why Levine opted for surgery now because Levine know what they're trying to do. That's why DeRozan just be chilling now, bro. He literally just be chilling. You won't hear nothing about DeRozan no more. He in Sacramento. He just be chilling. And plus, he's just not that good of a and plus, he's just not that good of a basketball player anymore. Like but he's still getting mid-range area and things like that. But like, who's out here checking for DeRozan? Who want DeRozan? So it'll probably have a tough time trading for him.
Only BJ. BJ is the only nigga who gives a fuck about what DeRozan is doing on the Kings, bro.
Yeah.
To bring us back, I'm not doing this NBA shit. Sorry. They just released the finalists for the Jerry West Award. I sent it to you.
All right, bet. Yeah, so this to wrap it low. This is a scenario where like, cause I think he's going 5 or 6. I would just say 5. But like a team that don't need a point guard is not going to take him. Like the Pacers, well, if that pick fall out to 5, it doesn't really matter. But I don't see the Wizards taking A cup if they have the 5th pick. They're going to try to make a trade or something like that. whatever the case may be. But like if it's the Kings, if it's Atlanta, if it's Dallas, Memphis, all these teams will take him at 5 and start him right away. Like literally, he will start on Dallas right away. He will start in Memphis right away. Well, I don't know about right away, but they might do the little Tajerome weird shit. But he will eventually start in Memphis, Dallas, Brooklyn, and Sacramento. Like damn near off rip. Utah, I don't know what they might do if I don't know what they might do with the situation either. But yeah, in Atlanta, he'll probably get some good minutes early and often because CJ McCollum will be a free agent, so he'll be able to step in at that starting point guard spot, which they need a point guard anyway. Who's the 4 in Brooklyn right now? They start Noah Clowney at the 4 with Nick ideally at the 5. Right now they're doing 3 bigs in the front court there with Nick, Noah, and Danny Wolf. She about to send this about Koozie. So back to the college basketball though. All ACC shout out their first team. Oh, then we also shout out the Big Ten first team as well. We're going to look at what Ari just sent. Let me wrap up with Ted sent. Okay, and then Ted. Wait, is this what Ted sent? Ari. Wait, no, that's something different. Probably. Let me see.
Oh no, it's Jerry West.
Oh no, that is the
What's
same
this?
thing. Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the West Award finalists, guys. That goes to the best 2 guard, right?
Best shooting guard.
Best shooting guard, yeah.
2 guard, yeah. So you got Braden, Isaiah, E-Man, Keaton Wagler, and then Solo Ball, who had a relatively quiet year as well, to be honest.
I think they give it to Keaton.
Yeah. Shout out to Isaiah though, bro. I gained more respect for Isaiah Evans this year. I ain't gonna lie. Like I know he had a lot of hype, like from West and BJ and I didn't mean to say West if I did say West, but like BJ, Jordan Woods, and many others for like what he was.
But he's a finalist for this award.
Oh shit, that's Jordan Woods, bro. I'm thinking that's Bray with that photo, bro. What is that? Oh, that's Tua.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm thinking that's Bijan, gang. I'm like, bro, what is Jordan
Bro,
Woods?
this nigga Jordan got a new. He treating this cool like this playback for real. He got a new photo every week,
gang. Hey, bro, what the hell, bro?
And then you can't even. I feel bad because shit not even really going noticed for real. Because bro, you can't even expand Discord fucking pictures.
I don't know. I don't care. As long as I know it's there, it's for my own amusement only, bro.
Payne Pritchard is out tonight for the Celtics. Payne Pritchard is out tonight for the Celtics.
You said who?
Payne Pritchard out. Yeah.
Oh, Payne Pritchard, yeah.
And the Patriots.
Now I'm with you though, Ev. Like for him to be a finalist is impressive. Even him on that team last year, coming off the bench and not even really playing.
Exactly.
Because of his struggles that he had last year, where John just didn't really trust him a lot.
Yep.
But for him to make a jump like this year, I think he's averaging around like 15 points a game, on good shooting, and he's he's one of their most important players. And it's just crazy to see that type shit, man, when a nigga wasn't even playing the previous year, bro. So like his jump is like, I respect his jump. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was really good. He was never a bad player. He was a top 5 player he was a top 5 prospect in the country, even coming in to Duke and then you don't even play as a top 5 player coming in. So just the grind, because that, man, you always say it too, like what people don't understand, like people don't talk about enough, that I feel like, what I'm saying, we have to start doing. Like, bro, a lot of this shit is mental, bro. Like that could have fucked his whole mental up, like from him even being that type of player, all the hype, McDonald's All-Americans, and you come into college and you don't play. Like that could be a mental breakdown, bro. So good thing that didn't happen to him. And the following year, now he's a Jerry West finalist. Like, you gotta respect it, bro. You gotta respect it.
And
I don't think he'll win it though, but you gotta respect it.
And you just took damn near everything that I was about to say out my mouth, Paul. So I'm glad you just said that, brother, because like I said, bro, wasn't playing as much, or like you said, wasn't as consistent. But this year, that changed. Like work was put in, clearly, came back as a better player, more confident in his game. And if they played 31 games so far, and out of like, let's say 25, 26 out of them 31 games, probably even more, he was the second best offensive player on most nights. Point blank period. Put it like that. 90% of the games, he was the second best offensive player. Him, Boozer, and then him. majority of the game. So yeah, man, this credit for him. Even Khan gave him high praise in a post game press conference like a week ago, saying how he got to watch him twice. How like he's making really good decisions offensively. He improved in all areas of his game, but especially on the defensive side. So just keep going, keep working, and eventually you end up in it. He'll be here soon in the NBA. So high praise for Isaiah, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm impressed. Jordan Woods, you up here as well. You got any words you want to add to Isaiah?
I mean, shout out to him. I don't think he's that different than he was last year, but he has an opportunity. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so I don't keep track of how they year to year how they decide for this. The finalists. I'm assuming there's a lot of winning. That's a certain amount of winning that's involved. Um, because outside of winning, he is definitely not one of the 5 best shooting guards in America. That's for damn sure. But like, I don't like. I'm hearing what y'all are saying is true, but like, he had a fine year. Like he was fine. He's been good. He still has. I think he needs another year in terms of going to the league. To be honest, I think next year is a year where I think I'll kind of side more with y'all. Whereas as far as like the level of his improvement, I think he needs one more year. He's definitely trending in the right direction. He definitely stepped up this year when they needed a second scorer, even if has it been kind of up and down. So yeah, I am proud of him for keeping his head in it though, and not burying his head from last year and then coming back this year and with the expanded role and being shit. He definitely took strides. He definitely gotten better, but he needs one more year. But this is definitely a step in the right direction if he's being, the second best player or the second best scorer on top 3 team in America with a chance to win it all. So, shout out to Isaiah, man.
Well said, my brother. Well said. I definitely appreciate that.
Who do y'all think win it?
Somebody just said something super
Keaton.
low. Oh, Ted, you said it low.
Somebody is in the water.
Who do y'all think win it?
I think
Oh, I
Keaton.
think they end up giving it to Keaton.
Or I can see Burries too. I don't know how they do with the winning shit. I have to go back and look to see what the precedent is. I don't off the top of my head.
The previous winner, I don't think. Yeah, like Chaz Lanier won it last year. He was on Tennessee,
Shout out to Chad.
and then R.J. Davis won it the year before. Marcus won it in 2022. Johnny Davis won it in 2020. It doesn't really look like a winning. It's like niggas on here were winners, but not all of them were winners. At least from what it seems like so far. This has only been around for 10
Oh
years.
yeah, probably Keaton. Probably Keaton
Yeah.
take it.
No, that's something that I sent to myself. Thank you for that, big guy. He said, Jordan, how do you feel about Foster potentially, if not potentially, being out for the year though, with that fracture in his right foot?
I think it's gonna hurt. I do think he had started to settle in a little bit in terms of his role offensively. In certain spots, he would get certain calming buckets in certain spots during the game. His numbers wouldn't be big, but he had started to settle in. I think defensively, he's underrated as well on other guards. So it's definitely it's a similar to the piece that Michigan lost last week. It'll definitely be a loss, but it's not something that is like, oh, expectations change now. Like, still got to get to the Final Four. I would hope we would be in the title game, but I always say if you expected to win a championship, then making it to the Final Four means that you can't be your season won't be clowned. You still want to win it all, but if you one of them teams like Michigan, Florida, Duke, I think them 3 or Arizona, obviously. You got to make it to the Final Four at least, but you should all have a chance to win it all. So that's still the expectation for me for the season, even with him gone. But it's definitely a loss. If Pat couldn't play, that would be the one where it's like I don't think we can win. Like if Pat were gone, and Caleb was there, I would change pick. Like I don't think we would have a chance to win the championship. But we can. I think we can win without Caleb. We can for sure.
I like how you said that. Yeah, I think that he even said in the chat I was valid. Yeah, I like that you said. I like how you said the can't get clown part because that's actually true.
Oh yeah,
Like
if you
if
make
one
the
of y'all
Final
lose in
Four,
Sweet
yeah,
16, 32, damn near
yeah,
possibly even
yeah,
8.
No, you
Like
cannot. You
yeah,
can't
you
be
can
doing
yeah.
that.
Because these 4 teams are really damn good, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, really damn good. we got some college basketball action going on right now, and then you'll see more matchups get set in stone for tomorrow's game. We got Kentucky and LSU locked in at the moment. NC State is waiting on who they play. Iowa's waiting on who they play. Iowa State also is waiting on who they play at 12:30 tomorrow, and even Louisville as well.
What day is this?
This is tomorrow, but right now we got these teams coming on or playing today. Arizona State versus
Oh, y'all
Maryland
playing
right
Wednesdays now?
Yeah, we get freaking BYU and Kansas State tonight.
Okay, that's good.
That's at 7 o'clock in the Big 12 tournament. So things are kicking off, y'all. So I gotta remember, man. Like some of these shows, like they gonna turn into quick watch parties because I'm not saying like this week right here, but when that tournament is official, like I be forgetting games be
Next
starting at 12
Thursday,
o'clock.
bro.
Yeah, like games be starting at 12 o'clock, gang. I ain't gonna lie,
Next
like
Thursday,
it's
man.
gonna be crazy, like crazy. So
I'm
remember,
going. I think I'm going to sports book, bro. I think I'm gonna go watch it at sports book or some shit, bro. I got it. I need all screens. I need 10
West
different
sent. I was
screens.
waiting on this. Let me see what West sent. My bad, Jordan. Let me see what West sent. Did he
No,
send this to
you
my?
good.
Oh, he sent this to my personal. Let me look at my. Oh wait,
Did
he
they
did
tell
not.
you when y'all were doing the college shit, the NBA draft shit? Did they tell you what Good said yesterday?
What did he say?
Yeah, test West said it, the third highest ceiling thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, they told him. Okay, just make sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, West. I mean, uh, Jordan. If you can think of it, please let me know. This is what West just sent me. West said, this game right here against the Pistons was just as good, if not better, than last night. Yes, 100% agree. Might be better, actually, to be honest. He was deep in his bag in this game. Like, oh damn, the tweet. I didn't
He
even realize
said
the
that was
tweet
his
even
favorite game of
said
the
that.
season.
I didn't even know the tweet even said deep in his bag. That's crazy. I ain't even trolling. I didn't even see that. But this game he was deep in his bag. But I said at the top of the show, some call it glaze, whatever. I was going crazy. 20 minutes talking about SGA, OKC, and what SGA is doing right now to the game, which we gotta appreciate. But can you
Why they
recall a
coming to us for
moment?
30?
Can you recall a moment? And if you can, please let me know where we witnessed a guy do this right here on the screen. And I'm sure it happened.
SGA, stop!
Where a guy hit 2 threes to basically either seal the deal or win the game, which the first one was originally supposed to be for, until Jokic hit that 3 and then Jalen Williams fouled Jamal in a 15-second span. Like, can we recall
SGA, stop! Pump!
It might take
You
you some
saying for Shay's career?
Game
Nah,
span.
not even
You talking
Shea,
about for
just
Shay?
anybody. Like, give me
Can we recall a moment where a guy hit 2 threes to win the game?
yeah, basically back to back in a 15, 20-second, 30-second time
Bruh,
frame.
stop.
No, I'm not saying it never happened,
Stop.
guys. I'm not saying it never happened. I'm for sure. I said Curry probably did
At
it.
the end of the game,
Yeah,
like
but
at the
at the end of
very
the game, like
end.
I need some examples. Like,
now
please
that's a
tell.
rare thing. It's not too
Yeah,
many people
like please tell me
15
who
seconds
did that.
apart.
I'll
Two?
be
You know,
surprised if it hasn't. I'm sure it's happened, but it's not common. It's not as common as you would think. A lot of times, it's people do that to like ice the game,
But
like
do y'all
where it's
know
like,
how
oh, we
big?
up.
You know how
Hey,
big
you
that
know
Yeah,
what's
was?
crazy? But
yeah. What's
but your man Shaggy a real hater, by the way. Ev. He funny as hell. So I sent that in the chat this morning talking about something. That's a crazy nut drop. He talking about something. He said no, it's not. I'm like, bro, what? Bro, what are you talking
Bro,
about?
this
Tie game, fourth quarter, game on the line. You don't even mind you. Shea is one of the best drivers, and we are. I think so. Shea is one of the best drivers in basketball right now. All right, he easily could have just drove that motherfucker, try to play 4 foul, get to the line, ice the game at the line, some shit like that. What nigga think he does all the time, right? He said, "Nah, fuck that. Push, eyeball, cash."
bro. It's the fact that it's not one but two. Like, and listen to, and this is something that's gonna go unnoticed. Real quick, I forgot to bring this up, but I even saw Goods tweeting about how great of a coach Mark is. But typically in scenarios like this, right? 7 seconds ago or so, roughly when the ball is inbounded, 8 seconds roughly when the ball is inbounded, you just put the ball in your best player's hand right then and there. But he puts it in AJ's hand first, have AJ comes off of a screen. So if AJ would have caught the ball right here, Denver's instantly sending a double team. When he cuts the ball off from some off ball action, you're not going to send a double team as quick or think to send it as quick. So just look at it. When that happens, Brown is going to drop back. Brown can't come all the way up because if Brown comes all the way up, Jalen Williams has the easy layup. This man has to stay out on AJ Mitchell. This man has to stay on his man on the corners. They have to stay. So they're fucked. So that's why he did. This was a smart call right here to put the ball in AJ's hands first, who had a great game last night. Have his shit come off that pin down, get that switch, and get Spencer on him. I think that's Spencer, and take a 1-on-1. Now you're in a scenario where you can't double as fast as you may like because you know he wants to come to the right side of the court because the right side's gonna be wide open because you got a guy in the right corner, a guy in the left corner, and then a guy down here in the paint. They're fucked. Great call by him. Great execution. Great shot by SGA. Bro, if I was in that arena, my heart would have dropped. Not because of like the shot, but like I know how loud it probably was in there. Like Ted said last night, that was a game where he
that
felt
arena
like
was rocking.
yeah, like Ted said last night, that was a game where he felt
After he
like
hit
it was a
that,
college basketball game. Like it was
after he
crazy,
hit that whole nigga, every nigga in the arena went crazy.
bruh. Like,
But you know a crazy
But
convo we had in here last maybe like 2 weeks ago.
what happened?
Bro, niggas try to say Shay wasn't box office, bro. I almost lost my mind.
Was
But
that
y'all
twin?
know who be making them
Was
type
that twin?
arguments, bruh.
Was that twin?
That was a
Bro, who you
collective
think?
of us.
Who you think it
We did
was,
like
bro?
it was a 2 Friday. We did a top 10 list. I think I had him towards the end of the top 10. I had him in my top 10 though, box office.
Have him in the 10, bro. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
and him not being in the 10 would be
Yeah,
wild.
he's a
yeah,
ridiculous player.
that's crazy. I could see people saying he's not like top five for that though. I get it. He has a
You
very boring game per se. He has a I'm a hoop
Bruh.
head game.
that's what I said. Yeah, but when he's in this
Niggas think
bag
if you
though,
don't dunk on niggas, bro, your game ain't exciting, bro. Like, chill, bro.
when he gets in that late game, like if I could just come through the turnstiles for the end of the game though, like he would be higher up. Like he up on that list on that clutch list on that, you know, the money on the line.
Yeah.
What you
But you
think
know
about
what, Ev, what I'll say from this morning real quick, Joe.
okay. Yeah.
I kind of I'm moving towards what you said only because I don't care where I end up in life. I'm framing the picture from the end of the game. On my soul, I'm framing that picture. It's
What you
gonna be
mean?
somewhere in the crib, man.
What did I
With him
say?
holding the two in the
Oh, with him.
air at big court while everybody around. That's the hardest.
I saw
Wait,
that,
send
bro.
that
That's
picture.
I don't got
Hold
the
on,
picture, but I
I
saw
don't
the
think I
video
saw
though where he
that.
did it.
Oh man, that's
I
the
don't think I
hardest
saw
thing
that,
I've
son.
seen in a minute.
I might not be able to find it as fast, to be honest.
Wes, you stamping him over Kawhi. I seen that this morning.
It's funny. I texted Ev. We should have a convo. That's crazy. You saw it in the chat or you saw it on the TL or something.
I saw it in the chat when he was like,
Oh, okay,
it's
yeah,
Shay the best number
yeah.
two
I
ever.
texted. Yeah. I think so for sure. And I think one day whenever Ev is ready, we'll have that convo. Best players. We could do like a top five for each jersey number,
Oh, you
however
said
he wants to do it. But
you didn't add number. You just said jersey. So I'm like, but I was just like, all right, bet. So you saying number though?
Oh, what you mean? You
yeah,
thought like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like an
Okay,
Jersey
option?
numbers.
okay, my bad. Let me think.
No, I meant no, like jersey
Like,
numbers
what
too,
you?
not option.
Bro, I thought you were just saying like jersey. I'm like, wow, bro, why are we rank best players of how they look in jersey colors? Like, cause you ain't add number on the message. I'm like, okay, all right,
Bro, what
but
are
that's what I
you?
thought.
What,
That's what
bro? Nah, you losing me,
Well,
man.
you just said jersey, so I ain't no number, but all right, I'm gonna add number to the note part. Uh, so we did everything. Only thing that we missed was the first and second AP All American
So
team.
you got Shea, Kawhi, Vando. Who else were number 2?
Shout out BBN. Shout out
Yes, sir.
BBN Doe. Come on, man.
It's my dog.
you probably gotta do that like no later than like Monday though, cause I'm about to start coming out too.
So
The
you want to start?
All American teams.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Do
so
niggas do
when does
do
that come
niggas
out?
still have the same opinion about Denver?
Byron didn't move.
So
Byron at the moment is still Denver Finals. Bro, I'm just OKC Boston. I'm not moving. Like I'm staying. That was me last year. Boston let me down. I'm just there. I'm not moving. I'm staying for there for the rest of the year. So Firm, 100% firm on my statement from earlier this year. Boss OKC will win 3 by 2030. I am picking. I am also firm, not firm, but I am also going to say early. I think the Spurs go to the finals next year. But yeah, that's some of my statements. OKC back to back, Spurs finals next year. OKC get another one, whether that's 2028 or 2029, but they'll get 3 championships by 2030 in total, in my opinion.
Nigga, 20 next year Spurs Pacers win. What you mean?
Yeah, good luck, brother. Now I do think the Pacers can't go to the finals though. T, I want to make that very clear. Where Pacers are going to be good as fuck next year. Like Zubac down low there with Hallie, Siakam, Neesmith, Nemhard. Insert hopefully top 4 pick. Like, so that's Caleb, Boozer, AJ, or Darren. Yeah, man, the Pacers are gonna be a good basketball team next year. I think Hallie's gonna be
I'm
good.
gonna be real, Ev. I don't watch them a lot. I don't want that one nigga you said, bro.
Oh, Darren.
I'm good, bro. I want any of the other 3 before that nigga, bro.
Hey, it's gonna come. Wes, how you feel about Darren anyway? Cause you haven't been here as much, but like we had a lot of talks about Darren. How you feel about where you at with Darren?
I think he'll be a great pro. I think he is just he's the player who, you got to proceed with caution when there seem to be motor issues and injury issues, but he's not a guy who drops for me to like maybe he drops behind Cam and AJ. Cool. So instead of being like, oh, he's got to be the number one kid, the best guard prospect ever. Instead of him being one, maybe he drops to 3. But people saying him behind Caleb, I love Caleb. Nah.
Okay.
And like I even heard people, I've seen it on Twitter per se. Um, people flirting with the idea of A Cuff over Darren, and it's like, can y'all flirt with like never tweeting again instead? Like we gotta have some reasonable level of just some common sense, man. Like Darren is still a great prospect, so that's where I stand on
But
Darren.
right now, he'll be 3 for you.
Yeah, he would be 3, but I think it's still situational. Like if I'm the Pacers, I think I select Darren. And it's funny. Yesterday we were talking about them potentially taking Caleb, them taking Cam. We earlier, not yesterday, but earlier in the year, I talked with some of the guys. Them saying Cam or AJ. I used to even say AJ. I think they should take Darren. I think Darren would fit perfectly into what they want to do. I think Darren playing off of Hallie would be amazing. And I think Darren can play day one. I don't think they have to adjust anything with their window to accommodate Darren. As the better you get, the more you close games, I think, for Darren in year one. But like Nimhard, no, he's not keeping you off the floor. They got rid of Ben, so you don't have to deal with Matherin. Like it makes perfect sense for him to slide in and be 2. And that's how I see it,
So
man.
what if a
And like,
team? What if a
so
team? My bad. My bad.
now I was
Okay.
just gonna say, so if they end up with the top 3 pick, I think they should draft Darren no matter like what.
Is that
Like
for the
even if they
Pacers?
had one, yeah. If I'm the Pacers, if they have one, I would just draft Darren
I'm just
and be
drafting
like,
with
I
you, man.
don't
Shout
care.
out.
Yeah,
So
I'm not. I just wouldn't. I'm not doing it
what
unless
scenario
you're
or
trading,
team?
buddy.
What scenario or team are you taking Boozer over Darren then? Like, what's the team or scenario?
Um, a team that doesn't have a power forward who was arguably Finals MVP had they won like that.
He can play the
Just
3.
simple. Like he cannot, and that's like it
Yes,
is.
he
But I
can.
don't care that
Siakam.
I'm not arguing with anybody about this.
Yeah, if Cam is
He's
the
not
4,
a 3.
you just go big 3 and 4. Like that
Okay.
wouldn't
Okay.
they wouldn't have opposite like they wouldn't be opposed to going so
You have
big.
no spacing. I mean, Cam could
Pass
space,
pass
but you don't want to rely
Cam
on
can
that.
shoot. Pascal's a catch and shoot guy. Like he's always high
You want to
30s.
rely on that though from day
As a
one.
catch and
This
shoot guy,
shooting.
I'm very confident with like Pascal being in the corner, bro. Not like no troll. Like there's no like I have
Pascal
full
could have played
confidence
the
of him.
3. Jarris Walker would have worked at Indiana.
Jarris Walker was working in Indiana right now.
No,
They
Okay.
believe in
If
Jarius.
Pascal could
no,
have
but that
played the
wasn't his.
three, Jarius Walker would have worked it.
Yeah, he's saying like earlier, like he would have been getting minutes earlier versus getting now in year
Well, Jarius
three.
also plays like a dumbass, which is a reason Rick doesn't give young guys minutes. Is playing like a dumbass. I'm sorry, but like the nigga who
Okay,
don't pass the ball, who had 1 assist in fucking 700 minutes of play, I just don't think that guy fits a Rick Carlisle system.
okay, fair.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, fair. I
My
guess.
my only thing with buddy with Cam, it's all about like if Chicago, okay, draft Cam. If it's off the top of my head, if it's
So let's put it in a
like
world.
Charlotte, if the Hornets were to somehow get up there, draft Cam. If yeah, stuff like that, like teams that could use a four for real, I'm
Mm.
drafting Cam. If I'm the Pacers, I would draft there.
Hey, Wes,
I'm
I'm
crazy.
I'm I'm not trying to represent you wrong, so I'm asking a question. Were you not one of the guys who said like if Darren's there and you're Charlotte, he's a replacement for Melo? Have you kind of switched from that because of like Melo's play of recent, or were you not that guy? Because I don't like misremembering like
Yeah,
the wrong
yeah, yeah.
person.
That was way earlier when I thought Darren could play the one. I don't think Darren really can be a one, so I wouldn't do that. If I felt confident with Darren being a point guard, I would still stand on that. I would rather take a cheap Darren Peterson over an expensive injury-prone Melo Ball.
And then you pair
Um,
him with the con guard who's young too.
absolutely,
Yeah, I get what.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you think he more a combo, more a two than he is a one. So that changed your opinion a little bit.
yeah, yeah. I don't like him at the one at all. Like, yeah, not at all.
Yeah, I'm mad I had a change on that too. I was tricked. Not even tricked, but him in high school to now was just like, what the heck, from on ball to off ball perspective. But he'll be fine. Um, can't wait. That concludes college
How you
basketball.
feeling though, Ev? Like, what
Yeah,
you
I mean,
asking me? Oh, my fault. Well,
nah,
you
you
go
good.
first.
Last week I had said in here, or probably a week and a half ago, like when it comes to safe, like who I think been having the safest college basketball season and putting the best things on tape from an overall perspective is Boozer. Like I think Boozer will go one, right? But the problem is he's just in a draft class with two other guys that are just so damn insane where it's hard to take him over two guys like that. And not even if you don't even want to say two, that's fine. Or a guy like AJ, because I still think I even bet goods on this so damn long ago that AJ go before Boozer, and I'm still 100% firm on that. So like if AJ is one, I think just for me, I think it's hard for a team to take Boozer over Darren at two. A lot of things that you said, one of the best guard prospects that we ever seen. So much defensive upside, even good. Say he's the best defensive prospect out of the three, which I agree with as well. So much versatility on that side. The shot making is off the charts, and I think when healthy, he'll be able to showcase how good he is. My only difference with Darren is now, how I feel about him now compared coming to the year. I even said about a month ago in here, I thought he was gonna be a point guard. I think he's more so like a two now, and I listed out a lot of different comparisons for him and how good he can operate off ball, shoot the ball from anywhere on the court, and command so much attention. Darren's gonna have he's gonna like you want to throw out the gravity word. He's gonna have a lot of gravity in the NBA because how good of a scorer he's gonna be. So, I mean, I I think I think right now I would go AJ because I'm just so damn high on AJ too, and then Darren and then Boozer. Right now when it comes to the three. Uh, AJ has some defensive concerns though that people mention on Twitter, and that it's also showcased in the games where him not stuffing his stat sheet from a stocks and still with stocks perspective and effort and consistency on that side of the ball. So, bro, that if Darren gets the edge, ultimately it's going to come down to the defense. When it comes to offense, I think both of them can do similar things. If not one do more than the other, I think both are crazy athletic. AJ is obviously more athletic. I think AJ will be an easier guy to or could be end up being an easier guy to like build your offense around because of what he can do from a slashing perspective, his size, his build, his body, um, and just all of that, bro. So I think AJ ends up. I think if Darren goes one, it's because of the defensive upside, the way he's bringing on that side of the ball. And but right now I'll go AJ one, Darren two. And I wanted to flip that. It's really like no biggie for me personally.
If I don't watch a lot of BYU,
ES,
so
ESPN just updated they mock this morning. They they went back to AJ1 and they actually went Boozer 2 and DP3.
Mm.
And let
I
me
was
let
gonna
me
ask, do
correct
you
something I
think
said
any of that
earlier. I
is like
misspoke.
all he has to do on BYU have with the defensive effort things, like
Hold on,
slipping?
before I respond to you, because I might take us down a conversation. I don't know what you said, but Wesley, you want to correct something real quick?
Oh yeah, if if I'm the Pacers and AJ is available, AJ is who I'm drafting. I didn't really recognize that, but I'm busy over here still doing stuff. But yeah, nah, I misspoke. That was type crazy. So I would still take AJ number one if the Pacers end up with one, but if they end up with two and AJ is gone, and it's between Cam and Darren, I would draft Darren if I'm them.
Romeo Dobbs, the Patriot, man. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
But what you were saying, T?
Bum ass receiver. No, I was saying, how much do you think that the AJ shit is? Him being, I don't like, but him being like, isn't he like the heart and soul on both floor of both sides for BYU? AJ.
On both
I was saying, how
sides?
much of that do you think? I'm asked. That's what I've been told. I don't
Oh,
watch BYU. That's what I'm
well,
asking.
he's not the
I'm
heart
saying
and
like, how
soul.
much do you think the effort is, like limited to how much he has to do on that team? Because you said he has like effort, like glimpses defensively. I was asking, how much do you think is that due to him being whatever to that team?
I think he can grow into being a good defender. First and foremost, what he brings on the offensive side, I don't think it has anything to do with his defensive weaknesses. I'll start there. So I'll probably say nothing overall, because it's not like he's just dominating the ball 24/7. Nah, he's with a guard and Rob Wright, who also has a fair share of the ball as well. Um, and for AJ though, it's just that, bro, some players are just better on the defensive side of the ball, and Darren Peterson is just better on the defensive side of the ball. Boozer is just better on the defensive side of the ball. Like AJ has the size, and don't get me wrong, and things like that, but like it's it's so many different things. A lot of defenses really starts with effort, and it starts with will, and then also hits with determination, and and it's another word or words that I want to say. I can continue on, but I'll stop at them three. And I don't think he has that same knack that those other two guys have when it comes to wrecking and or trying to cause or making it a point to cause havoc or difficulties on the end for opposing offensive players. Let me put it like that. Now AJ can grow into being a good NBA defender or a decent NBA defender or a quality NBA defender, but those two guys are coming into the league with an advantage in that aspect already over AJ. Just point blank, period. And they got nothing to do with his offensive upside or offensive usage or anything like that. And Sly, I don't like that idea. What's up, T Money?
What's up?
What about his
I
what
don't
about
think
his
none of
offensive
them
load?
three are great defenders though, or even good. I think all
Wait, you don't
three is
think Boozer's a good defender?
none.
God bless.
Well, I think
I'm with you on great, but yeah, Cam and Darren are good defenders. I think AJ is an okay defender. I don't think he's a bad one, but he's not good per se. He's like neutral.
yeah.
'Cause he
I
had
don't
so
think
many
none of the
games
three you
to.
saying go get a stop and they getting it.
I mean, that's not how you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I don't care
Bro,
to
how
get into
many,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how many niggas can you say go do that though? Like, it's not a lot of niggas you can say go out there and get a stop. It's not a lot of them. That's very limited. Where where I see we're off of college. Like we're talking more so NBA now. So like even in the NBA, like you can't. It's very limited of players that you can just say go out there and get a stop. And hell, even the guys who you can probably name don't even go out there and get a stop. Like,
Niggas be
but
getting
this,
barbecue too.
bro,
I think
this is the NBA, bro. Like a lot of niggas are good. Like that's not. Yeah, they may be. We may call them, you know, what I mean, as here and there, but this is the NBA. A lot of these niggas are good. You, it's
I'm not
very
even
rare.
talking about the NBA. I'm talking about in college.
I
Well,
think
they were
I don't
making an
think the
NBA
bar
point
for
though.
I don't think the bar for being a good defender is you have to be able to like get a stop, like go out
yeah,
there and get me a stop.
yeah,
I think that's a bar for a
Like,
good defender.
yeah.
like,
Darren,
like Ev said, bro.
Like what is
Some
Boozer
players
doing? He's a great
like
help defender because I don't see that either.
and I think Boozer is more on the ball. I think the off the ball could, you know what I'm saying, get some work. But I mean, bro, these niggas are 18 years old, bro. Like it's kind of what Ev said. So I'm kind of just piggybacking what he's saying. These every concern, like, yes, those two on the defensive end are better than AJ. That's just what it is. Now,
I
can
agree with
he?
that.
Now, does DP and Boozer have limitations on the defensive end as well? Yes, but they have the advantage already as far as growing into that in the NBA more than AJ DeBensa. And I don't think AJ is a bad defender. I hate how that narrative is just thrown out on Twitter. He's not a bad defender. He's a neutral. That is very, very fair to say. And that's not even saying Boozer and DP don't have defensive limitations because both of them also do. So it's just I don't know. I don't think he's a bad defender. I think he's very neutral. I don't like how that narrative is just thrown out there. Like he just do so much on the offensive end, and he, you know what I'm saying, they try to make it seem like he don't give a fuck about defensive end, and you know what I mean, because in games where in crunch time games where they needed to lock in on a defensive end, he does that 1,000%. He does that. Now, does he do it for 40 minutes? No. But who does? Like, niggas don't just go out there and just play hell of a defense, and then to T point, you got to come back on the offensive end and do the work on the offensive end and do all of that in a combination of 40 fucking minutes. People don't do that, bro. Like that, it has to be realistic statements and expectations for certain people that are he's going out there playing 40 fucking minutes a night. Do you think he's going to go out there? He got to do hella work on the offensive end and come back on defensive end. And what you want to guard the best player or use your words, go and just get stops? Like who the fuck can do that? That's a lot of fatigue, bro. Like it's not a lot of people that can do that. It's just not.
And that's why I asked what I asked about AJ and the defense stuff because I don't watch a lot of BYU. Because sometimes niggas do be doing that much on one side that it does, like, or just that much from an effort standpoint for a team. Where you can see how they have laps.
That's why I said low to F. But to Buddy, like, just to clarify real quick, if it came off harsh, I don't think it's super far off. Like, I don't like your reasoning, but in terms of how you assess them, based off of what you may value, because again, to the point, I think DP is the best defender of them all, of the three, and it's due to his off-ball work. He's such an aware off-ball defender, gets in passing lanes, provides help when need be on time, knows how to, have a healthy distance between his defender and whatever defender he may need to help. Like those things are important. So like DP would be the best defender to me. I think Cam is weaker in that area. Cam's lack of athleticism also hurts him when he's trying to protect the rim. Like he's not a good rim protector at all.
Yeah.
One iota. So stuff like that, I get you if that's where you're coming from.
Yeah, I was going and T Money. I was going to say what Heavenson was saying because like everything that Lil West was just saying, like that goes to defense too. You just shook it to get a stop when needed. Now Duran is a phenomenal off-ball defender, and even when it comes down to him blocking shots that West spoke to, but I like how he spoke to the healthy distance between his defender and also the guy that he may need to help. Like that's what Duran specializes in, and things like that translate to the NBA, which opposing or just general managers, owners, things like that, head coaches, they praise slash prioritize slash love out of a player and or prospect.
No, I do think he's good at reading where the next pass is gonna come, or if this person is driving, this is probably where they're gonna look to throw it and getting them kind of steals or deflection. I'll give him that.
All right, great combo overall, guys. The last but certainly not least thing of the show today, we hit on everything from a basketball perspective, which I wanted to do. I wanted to put the NBA at the forefront today, man. I know folks like Byron, maybe even Heaven Sent, West, Tez, whoever, did not want to hear NFL to start the show off again like yesterday. So I did not want to put that at the front today. I wanted to shift to the phenomenal battle that we have between the two last MVPs. Excuse me, SGA and Jokic, or two former MVPs. I'll just put like, wait, Jokic won MVP in 2024, y'all, or was that Embiid? Or was Embiid 2023?
24 was Jokic because
Okay.
Embiid got hurt.
Embiid played like 30 games to 24.
So 23 was
It
Embiid.
was like 40.
All right. So yeah, the last
It
two
was a good.
MVPs.
It was a good 40 though.
Yeah, it was. The last two MVPs. Oh shit, wrong one. The last two MVPs put on a performance like that last night. Clippers reaching 500. When we had a good praise and conversation around the Los Angeles Clippers. went over the college basketball wars and things like that so far, and many more college basketball talks to come throughout this week. Obviously, with conference play or tournament, the conference tournament here now, and then we're going to just talk about real quick. Don't gotta be as long. What is your team doing for free agency day one, or what's your favorite move so far from day one and or up to this point, which is just 2:26 Eastern time? I'll put that list on the screen for all the moves, and I'll be rotating or flashing or scrolling up and down, and then we'll conclude the show and come back in here tomorrow and kick it off with that Spurs and Celtics recap. Hopefully the game is close. Talking more about the whole entire, or talk about the other games on NBA slate. Looking ahead to some college basketball action. I mean, even talk about some of the games from today, especially if AJ goes crazy or something like that. And anything that's big in the NFL happening, we'll probably hit on that too. But just for this segment, very quick, I start off with the Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, guys, we are losing some folks. We are losing some key guys, you know. Not even just key guys, but guys that, as fans of the team, you grow to love and appreciate. You know, Isaiah Likely is gone. I don't feel... I'll be the one to say this. When a player leave my team, I tend to not really care about you as much anymore because, like, especially if you go to the ops. Recently, we had a lot of players go to ops. Patrick Queen, Geno Stone, and things like that. But Isaiah Likely going to the New York. One, I like the city, you know, the state and things like that, the area he's going to be in. The team he's going to play for, they're trending upwards. They have a phenomenal defensive line. They got a young quarterback that takes some rough hits or has a hard time sliding. He don't really care to. They got a decent head coach in John Harbaugh. They even had a young running back that was popping last year in Cam Scatterboo out of Arizona State that ultimately ended up getting hurt. Even Malik getting hurt on the outside as well. So they added a guy like Isaiah Likely. I'm wishing him well. They lost Wan'Dale Robinson, so hopefully I think they need another wide receiver. And we even spoke to that when we looked at the draft thing about 2 weeks ago. But the Ravens, we lost Isaiah Likely. Tyler Linderbaum was sort of kind of expected. He set the franchise. He set the new market for centers. Creed Humphrey was at $18 million per year. Tyler Linderbaum is getting 27. That's a $9 million jump. We're not paying that. Good luck, brother. Like nothing bad to say about him either. He's going to be playing. He's going to be snapping the ball from one franchise quarterback in Lamar Jackson, a top 3, top 2, top 1, whatever quarterback, to now an up and coming franchise quarterback in Las Vegas and Fernando Mendoza. So I wish him well. I wish that whole entire team well. Who else did we lose? Draymond Jones to the Patriots. Gilman to the Chiefs. Just top of my head, y'all. Charlie Kohler to the Chargers. And I think I stopped there. All in all, it's totally fine. Obviously, the things that we need to do now going forward, whether that's free agency, we added John Simpson on the offensive line, we added Max Crosby. The thing that we need to do going forward is continue to shore up our offensive line, get better there from an interior perspective. We still got Ronnie Stanley on the outside. And then also, we need to address the safety situation because we're going to lose our Darius Washington as well. And then Gilman went to the Chiefs. And then Keaton Mitchell, we didn't tender him. So Keaton Mitchell is also a free agent now. Anybody can get Keaton Mitchell. And we wouldn't get anything back. Keaton was my dog too, bro. I wish Keaton well whenever he does, or if he does sign with somebody. But yeah, man, it looked like the Ravens gonna be leaning on the draft a lot. We got some comp picks, so we got like up to 10 picks in this upcoming draft, and continue to shore up the offensive line. Add another edge rusher. I think we're sort of we might be decent to good there. Add another corner, and then we need some safeties because Kyle Hamilton is good when he can operate all over the field. That's in the slot, that's in the box, that's off the line, that's even in the back end. So Malachi is still there to operate as a free safety, while Malachi can be like a roamer / do it all type of defensive back or dime back. And that's pretty much that's day one for the Ravens, y'all. My favorite move overall. What's my favorite move overall? I like Kenneth Walker going to the Chiefs. I think that, and that's such an easy answer, bro. I don't want to say that one. I like something else that somebody did.
Yeah, that's like a duh ass answer though. Like,
I don't like that answer. That's too easy of an answer. I like fuck, I might gotta come back to that, y'all. I gotta scroll. I ain't gonna lie, I might gotta scroll. Anybody else want to step up to the plate and talk about their team? Who y'all added? Who y'all lost? Things y'all need to continue to attack in free agency, And then, what's your favorite move of free agency so far? As it kicked off roughly 26 hours ago, officially.
I mean, I'll go next if nobody. I mean, as far as the Panthers, um, in free agency, we lost
Somebody
Rico
talking.
Dowdle.
Yeah, somebody talking.
Mm.
We lost Rico Dowdle, which we figured we was going to. He went to the Steelers. Cade Mays went to the Lions as a center pickup for them, which we figured he was going to make more money than what we was going to be willing to give him. And we just cut Ashawn Robinson to free up $10 million in cap space. Far as who we got, I mean, we got Jalen Phillips, gave him 120 mil. I feel like defensively, we really needed to get our pass rush up, and Jalen Phillips is very good at getting pressures on the quarterback. And then we also late last night signed Devin Lloyd, which is big for our linebacker room because that was one of the weakest spots of our team.
That's my biggest move so far. I'm sorry, that's my favorite move so far. I saw that one last night while we was in Discord. But yeah, that's the move right there, Devin Lloyd. Y'all doing some big things, bro. I ain't gonna lie, or trying to.
Yeah, so I feel
Devin Phillips. Anybody else you said?
That was the two big ones. We also got Kenny Pickett to back up Bryce. I think that's going to spell the end for Andy Dalton in Carolina. But those two were very big. I feel like Dan Morgan is just like last year. He's trying to put us in free agency in a position where we really can just take whoever's on the board. And I feel like right now my love has been like I want Sadiq, but I don't know if he'll make it down to us. But this definitely takes. I know a lot of 19.
19. Okay.
I know a lot of people had us taking C.J. Allen from Georgia.
He won't be there. I'm sorry to burst that bubble, but he won't be there.
I mean, I feel like this draft's so deep at every position. I feel like every time I see a mock, somebody might be at 10 and they might be at 17 the next mock. So, I mean, I'm just waiting to see. But I wouldn't mind going skill position again in the draft. I mean, I like a lot of different positions. I like a lot of the corners this year. I like a decent amount of the O linemen this year. I wouldn't mind getting a left tackle since Icky got hurt in the playoffs last year. So this draft, I feel like kind of anybody can go anywhere. But I do love those two moves. My favorite move outside of us, I like the Steelers trading for Michael Pittman to pair him with DK Metcalf. I feel like they got him for a steal. And I don't know if the Colts will regret that pretty much you gave Alec Pierce a contract so big that you had to get rid of Michael Pittman. We'll see how that works out for them, but I really like that move.
Okay, yeah, I was going to shout out the Michael Pittman move too. That is a big move. Having to go against Pittman and DK, especially if Aaron Rodgers plays one more year. Don't know. Speculations are around that, but Raiders had a big free agency day one as well, as you can see on the screen. Before we get into that, anyone else up here? We have Saints, Patriots, Bengals, Rams up here at the moment. Any of y'all want to share? If not, that is totally cool. We'll have more NFL free agency stuff to talk about throughout this week, and also going up into the NBA and NFL draft. I'm sorry, next month.
Yeah, I'll talk on these bums. Season over.
Season over.
I
Y'all
actually
had a
like.
solid day game.
No, I'm talking about season over last year, bro.
Oh, I'm like, dang.
But yeah, I'm saying I'm talking about these bums. Now I like the two guys though, bro. Brian Cook, coming from the Chiefs, really good safety. And he's from Cincinnati too, so that's kind of I guess the pitch to him. Yeah, really good. Come down, thumper, kind of what I wanted. We had a lot of missed tackle issues from the safety, well, really from the whole defense, but specifically from the safety position. So I think he'll be really good in that regard. And just playing the middle of the field kind of what we wanted Stone to do. But he lost a step, kind of slow. So that's a good replacement to me. And like you said, Cincinnati kid, so that kind of has something to do with it. And Mafe from Seattle.
Yeah.
I think his market was like 17 and a half ish, 18. We gave him 20, so slightly little overpay in that regard, in my opinion. But if that was the market yesterday. So if you want your guy, you got to go get him. So, and that's kind of the Bengals don't really, what I'm saying, they operate a little different. Um, so I'm glad that they're stepping in the right direction as an organization. Paying guys that they need to get. That's they may be in talks with other teams and maybe throw a little extra meal or two just to get that guy. So I was proud of them for that. Um, that's two right there. That's really good. And he's a vet too, Super Bowl winner. So he come in and help out, Shamar and Miles Murphy in that aspect. Um, and I like those two guys specifically because even our GM said it, which the whole fan base, like even myself, like kind of say it ain't really about the ceiling with the Bengals defense. We have to raise the floor. And we raise the floor of our defense, I think we can be back to how we was in the 2021 year when we went to the Super Bowl, and our floor was really, really high. They hit their strides toward the end of the year when we got hot going into that Super Bowl. So I think that's the route that they go. I agree with the route. And it just, like I said, just raising the floor, bro. So I do think, we covered the safety. Got an edge. I think we probably need to go a linebacker, get another linebacker in there, probably another D lineman. So that'll be four in total. And like I said, that's just raising the floor. And then kind of depending on who you get at pick 10, you can kind of, you can kind of pick around it from that standpoint based on what you did in free agency. And I had a conversation in here with Ari last week when she asked me, I'm like, I am like with the draft, I think next year draft is better. So like to me, this is just my opinion. After pick 10, like we have 10, but I think after pick 10, you're kind of running into maybe a couple others, like a depending on what a Mensor Delane do, and I mean where he goes, and I think another player that's really good that he came off an injury that's he's not really getting talked about is McCoy coming out of Tennessee, cornerback. So I think outside of the top 10 and maybe them two, you can probably insert them two into the fold. I think you're entering like a different tier of players, to be honest with me, in my opinion, with this draft. So I they go. My point is, I was telling her the free agency to me was more important for my team than the draft. So long as they attack free agency the right way, as far as raising the floor, they can kind of do what the fuck they want to do at pick 10. You know what I mean? And it kind of will still correlate. So, um, yeah, I like what they did though. I like the two additions. They two see what they do. It's just all about raising the floor. So I'm proud of what they did, bro.
Shout out. Even Amadou said the Bengals did well yesterday, so I appreciate that, my brother. We're going to head over to LA. T, I don't know if you got anything to add. Y'all just been cool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did a lot of y'all things.
Uh, yeah. We grabbed a special teamer from I think the Panthers, which nigga, we need special team players. So if he's decent, that's an improvement. Um, I think re-signing Curl and Silent Watson. I like the fact that uh I seen Watson getting cooked last year. I ain't gonna act like I didn't have. Our DBs was worse than that nigga. And he's a willing tackler. That's the one thing I started looking into him. Both him and McDuffie are willing tacklers, and you need that to play in the NFC West. So, uh, and how I seen how their deals are set up. I think both of them have low deals for this first year, and then the money hits a little later. So we still have a little bit of flexibility, I believe. So it'd be interesting to see what we do. We were, to me, a game away from a Super Bowl. I mean, figuratively and literally, like a game away. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we got better, in the area of need, and we still have the 13th pick. So
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's actually crazy. Trent, Jalen coming, Cam coming back, Tyler staying, and adding that long snapper, and then still having the 13 pick on top of that while being a game away, and arguably still one of the best teams in the NFC. Yeah, it's a lot to talk about or to be happy for or look forward to. Sorry.
And I think they put themselves in the position, which I'm not necessarily upset with, knowing that Devontae Adams has no guarantee money after this year.
Mm-hmm.
For if they want to draft a receiver, it wouldn't be like, oh my God, why did you draft a receiver at 13? You
Exactly.
didn't address the cornerback position, which we tend to do, you know? So that gives them
I
a little bit
would try
more
to add a wide
draft
receiver. I was y'all though.
flexibility.
I could
Huh?
see them getting. I could see them getting Malachi from USC.
Yeah, I said I would try to add a wide receiver if I was y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like if I was y'all, I'd try to add a wide receiver. Not saying you need to add a. They gotta play like this season. They gotta
It's
like
crazy,
this
yeah,
season.
but there's a nigga I would get. There's two niggas I want in this draft.
Ooh.
And it's a tight end, it's the Sadiq nigga, and it's Sonny Styles. I think if either one of those niggas are there at 13, you draft them
But do you
niggas.
think Sadiq adding Sadiq is like even after fresh off of getting Ferguson in the second round last year?
Yeah, because do I really believe in Davis Allen? No. Do I think Higbee is some long term thing? No. I think Higbee like later, it's really a 2 year deal. Like I think like he'll be a blocker if anything. And the way we moved the ball against Seattle was heavy personnel groupings with multiple tight ends. So if you put multiple pass catching tight ends, niggas who both are, deep threats while being a true tight end as well, like I don't know, I feel like that opens up even more.
Don't y'all still got Parkinson too?
I'm cool. Shout out that nigga, but I think you can the two Ferguson and having Sadiq for Titans of future would be huge with the evolution of what Sean McVay's trying to do schematically with bigger
Oh
personnel
no,
groupings.
Parkinson caught the game winner against us. I can't diss him.
Okay. All right. Respect. We heard from the Ravens,
But
Panthers, Rams.
Sonny would be the number one Ev out of
Okay.
that though. I think that secures our defense from a sideline to sideline position over the middle. I want one more corner though. I personally would get one more corner in free agency. That's just me though.
Is Kobe Durant there still?
Nah, he's a free agent.
Okay. We heard from the Ravens, Bengals, Rams, Panthers. I'm going to see if Lowe and Ari got anything to add, and then that'll be that for the most part. Did y'all want to add anything about the Saints and or Patriots?
I'm good.
Lowe, are you good as
What you
well?
want me to talk about, gang?
What y'all added so far in free agency and or laws, and what do you want y'all to take care of the rest of the way in free agency
Uh,
and or the draft?
you got it all. You got it all pulled up for me, son.
Uh,
I could
yeah,
go. I mean, I could
I can
go a
go
little
to
bit
y'all.
off the
I
top of my
think
head,
every
but
team.
I would like to actually be able to just go down the list right fast.
Yeah, let me see.
We
Every
just
team had it so
we just
far. Let me
signed
see what
Romeo
y'all got.
Dobbs. To speak on that, not impressed. I'm not impressed. I mean, is Romeo Dobbs a solid wide receiver? Sure, but I mean, no game. Like, am I happy to have him? Sure, I guess. Like, I mean, I just think he's just another guy in the room at this point. Like, he just like I'm not really. I don't know, gang. He's cool, good receiver. But I mean, we got a bunch of guys I think are cool, good receivers. Like we was looking, my fan base out here waiting on AJ Brown. You gave us Romeo Dobbs. Like, come on now. Like, I can't be happy with that. But I mean, good receiver though. Elijah Red Tucker. He's good when he plays. I mean, he's had three season-ending injuries in the last like 4 or 5 years. Gang. Like, I mean, I'm a little wary on this move. I mean, he's another player. He's good. I mean, but if he can stay healthy, he should be. If he can stay healthy, he should help the team. Let's put it like that. But the if he can stay healthy part is a big question mark to me. Like I said, he's torn both his triceps. I don't even know how that's possible. Like I really don't. Like when I looked at him, I was amazed. I'm like, how do you tear your right tricep and then tear your left tricep and like not? This isn't all in the same period, by the way. This is like he tore his right tricep. It's like he tore his left tricep in 22, tore his right tricep in 2024. Like it's that type thing. And 1 year he tore his Achilles. Like, but it's just I don't know. Cool player, I guess. You can go to the next one.
Outside of Red
We
Tucker,
lost.
Draymond.
We ain't did that much, gang.
Yeah, I didn't.
Draymond Jones, that's the guy
Yeah.
for
I love the
you.
Draymond signing. That's a great signing.
That's a. I mean, I'm not really familiar with that guy, but Ev, you did tell me he's a good player, cool player. So I'll look forward to how he can help the team. That's a. I mean, edge is a position that we desperately needed help at. So shit, how many sacks he get last year? Do you know?
For us, he had about 2.5. For the Titans, he had about 4. So like six and a half in total.
I think he was on Seattle and Denver. So.
I guess. Okay. I mean, I don't know.
But
I
the
mean,
thing about us though, like we didn't have a team like a good team defensive line. Like, so it's like you guys like
okay. We got a good team defensive line.
Yeah,
So
he's the guy that can wreck the game if other guys like is assisting him, like or can make it easier for him. Like teams just game plan to slow him down or off our line because nobody else going to get any pressure or nobody oppose a real threat to get pressure. If that makes sense. But you guys will have to to share the block or whatever the case may be and get home.
Yeah, like Lo, I think Draymond Jones is a much better pass rusher than Tonga was. So like in the pass situations, I think he's going to be very
but Tonga
useful
and
there.
I'm happy you brought up Tonga, right? Because that's a guy we lost. I forgot where he went. I think the Falcons or the Bucks or shit like that.
He went to the Chiefs.
Tonga. Oh, he went to the Chiefs. Oh my God! Of course he
It's
went
all
to the
good. It's
fucking
all good,
Chiefs.
bro. It's all good.
Of course he went to the fucking Chiefs. Tonga was
Yes,
good,
sir.
was so good for us, bro. Because he was one. Not only was he a D line, we also used him at fullback, right? He was very versatile with us, right?
Yeah, he could play the fullback.
He was a big ass dude, bro. Like that's real. He was a fucking cannonball coming through that line, bro. Like that shit was.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
my
know.
concern with Draymond. I don't know about the running situations. Like I don't know if
Yeah,
he's going to be able to.
Tonga
Tonga
was
was feasting with
incredible
those.
as a run stuffer, bro. He was a big key piece to our run game. So not run game, but run stopping game. So it's like I don't know, but shout out Draymond Jones. I mean, we gonna see what he got. I mean, he next to Christian Barmore and Mel Williams, so his job ain't gonna be too hard. Just get to the quarterback. That's all we asking for. You just get to the quarterback. Simple.
Thanks.
Yep.
But Peyton got me getting on the move, man. Stop Romeo Dobbs, man. We want an AJ Brown, bro. This Romeo Dobbs sitting on enough, gang. We're not satisfied with that, bro.
Like I
The
said, Lo,
fan
I think
base
you
ain't
gotta get the
satisfied with
extensions
that,
done
bro.
first. You gotta get the extensions done first. I think Gonzalez and May are the big ones, but
The fan base
yeah,
is not satisfied with no goddamn Romeo Dobbs.
May not getting extended this offseason.
Nah, Drake don't gotta get extended for another
Yeah,
year.
why you say man?
At least.
But you can extend
And
them
honestly,
early.
you could wait too, but I wouldn't wait too. I would wait. I'll accept the rest for sure.
So they said
Gonzo got to get paid.
they said Dobbs' second choice that was in the running was the Commanders.
Yeah, man, I wanted him on the
But
Commanders, man.
Yeah, they
I feel
trying.
bad
They
for Commanders.
trying, but not big shit.
Hey, we got Owe, bro. We got
Niggas look
Owe.
at
I
that
feel
situation like,
bad,
nah, I'm
bro.
cool, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro,
JD5 getting no help again.
And then supposedly the Colts just got their long-term deal done with Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
I better see how much money
I'm
that
trying
is,
to
bro.
find that.
Better not be 50 million.
It's not popping up, but I believe Justin reported it in the chat as well.
Shout out Isaiah Simmons, by the way, for re-signing. He's a baller.
Yeah, I'm not finding it. But either way, Daniel
But
Jones.
my man Keezy in the chat, he talking about he mad. He said because he just sent the tweet that says the Commanders are also in on Dobbs. He picks Drake May and the Pats. He talking about some. He tired of seeing this tweet. He's like, to me already. He said, "How you get to NFC chip and don't want to build team to get there again? I don't understand it."
Nah, it's just players just saying, nah, I'd rather not, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, but why want to play? Why want to come play in Washington with Jaden Daniels though?
I think
because he's cold, bro. Because Daniel Daniels is a good player, bro.
No, he is. I agree. I just think overall, from a team perspective,
I said why wouldn't
like Dobbs wouldn't want to go from a winning organization like the Packers to then going to DC and or the Commanders, where you can go to the Patriots.
I mean, they're changing ownership though.
And as you can see, the Patriots are about to trend back to being that winning organization that they've been for many years under Drake May. So I think that also comes into play as well. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's probably because they don't trust the Commanders yet because of like the Snyder years and all that. So It's just a trust issue with them, which is fair.
I think the Patriots foundation and like core and like how they're going to have their team going forward is more set in stone than what it is right now for the Commanders. That's all. Like
Yeah.
teams are looking at that year, 2 years ago, and it's like it don't really matter, to be honest, to players, not team but players. It don't really matter. Okay, to
Also,
build this.
coaching situation wise, like the Patriots, they're gonna stick with Vrabel
Yeah,
probably for a while.
yeah,
Like Dan Quinn is on the hot seat. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts me to say that, but he's on the hot seat.
that
Dan,
too.
you think Dan? I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he is.
Do
He
you
is.
think Dan
You
Quinn
ask a
is
lot of
hot?
Commanders fans. You ask a lot
The
of
reason I
Commanders fans.
the reason I'm asking that is because like, yeah, do I think Dan Quinn? I don't know if I can blame him for last
I
year.
don't
Like he didn't
blame him
have.
for any of it,
But
but
I
that
say
doesn't
last
mean
year wasn't
like
on him.
yeah, it's not on him. I don't blame any of this on him. I'm just saying the fan base in general is getting a little fed up, even though it's not necessarily his fault. You know, JD getting
How the hell
hurt
the
didn't
fan base
help.
gonna be fed up with
The
Dan
the
Quinn?
GM isn't necessarily helping right now in terms of the squad and stuff like that. But I'm just that's what I'm hearing from the Commanders fan base. They're getting fed up with Dan Quinn. I think he's being scapegoated in my opinion, but that doesn't mean that like it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? So
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Patriots. They are still heavily in on AJ Brown. Reported about an hour ago. We will see what happened. Wait, Ed, did you speak on the Chiefs? Far as what Spurs? You want to say something about the Chiefs? I just had people talk about the team, like what their team added
yeah,
off
yeah. I
ball.
was, I was, I was just gonna talk about like the signings we made and stuff like that. But I mean, if you already talked about it, it's all good though. But
No,
I
we
was just
good.
gonna say yeah, I like the Tonga signing. Like Lo said, I think it was really helpful for Chris Jones. I think just as important as who we signed is who we let go. Shout out to Detroit and shout out Pacheco. He's a baller in his prime, but I think he's really washed now. I think he's the worst running back in the league. So I'm glad we replaced him with Kenneth Walker of all people, who in my opinion is still being underrated for what he is capable of. He does need to stay healthy though. But if you're talking about a running back who has vision, that is what Walker has. And Pacheco, in my opinion, has the worst vision in the NFL. So that's an instant upgrade there. Another thing with the Kenneth Walker thing is that our leading rusher since Mahomes was drafted is Mahomes. Like that's not okay. We need, as much as people say running backs aren't valuable and stuff like that, we need to not let Mahomes run every single play to bail us out. We need an actual running back who can, pressure, stop to take advantage of those light boxes, stack the box a little bit, make it easier for Mahomes' life in general. So that's why we had to spend the money on him, and I'm really glad we got him over the line. Tonga's another signing I liked. I like bringing Tyquan Thornton back. I think he was arguably our third best wide receiver last year, if not second best, and we got him for a cheaper deal. Again, that speaks to how bad our wide receivers were last year. But it was a good signing from us with deep ball threat on a low cheap budget. I just saw Alec Pierce get 30 million per year for being a deep ball threat. I think Thornton can do some of that, but at a much cheaper price. So I love that. We also signed the safety Gilman. I see a lot of Chiefs fans not very happy about that because he's not athletic or he can't tackle or anything like that. At the end of the day, I'd rather have Gilman at like half the price than what Brian Cook got paid. I definitely get why the Bengals made the signing for Brian Cook, and he's going back home, and I love that for him. He's a good set safety. For what the Chiefs needed, I think if they really want that top end safety, you gotta get it in the draft via Caleb Downs or whatnot. And Gilman is a good replacement for that, in my opinion. So I love that signing as well. Who else am I missing?
Just Kelsey, and that's
Oh,
it.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of Chiefs fans are pissed that he did the 1 year thing and not 2 years to provide flexibility. But at the end of the day, he still is, in my opinion, the top 10 tight end in the NFL, and he can be useful. We just have to stop relying on him to carry us every single time on offense. Like he's 37, 35 years old or something. He's old, but we got to stop asking him to do that. But in general, I like the signing in general, and yeah, I think having him back motivated, he had all the distractions last year with the engagement and all of that. Hopefully, that's not as big of a problem once that's wrapped up, assuming he doesn't fumble the bag there. And as for hopefully upcoming signings, so that we let go of Watson and McDuffie, that's going to be a shame. I love that those signings for T in terms of the secondary, but for the Chiefs, one thing we are good at is drafting secondary players. We did this with L'Jarius Sneed as well in the fourth round, and he hasn't really done well in Tennessee. I don't know if they cut him or release him. That could be a good signing for the Chiefs to consider. But I think in general, the draft is where we will consider making the cornerback picks, and I trust Veach and Spags to do well in that because that's where they've done well previously. And in terms of other possible moves, maybe Leo Chanel. I don't know if he's still available or not, but that's somebody I would like to bring back in the linebacking core. But yeah, I'm loving this this free agency signing. It seems like we're trying to go in a different direction than where we were before, which is exactly what I was begging for us to do. And it seems like we're doing that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Appreciate that, Spurs. Well hit on the
Oh, yeah,
chin.
sorry, one last thing. And I'm glad we didn't re-sign Minshew. $8 million for him is crazy. But shout out to the Cardinals and Miles for that. Sorry about that.
Nah, you good, brother. I appreciate that, Spurs. We'll dive into many more teams. Just wanted to at least end the show with a recap from some of the fans or some of the teams of the fans, some of the people that are fans of the teams on the stage. So like myself, Low, T Money, Spurs, Tez, and also T. We'll talk more about free agency acquisitions throughout this week. But more so the NBA, I said NBA, fact that's going to be dominated by college basketball heavily, damn near over the next month and a half, and also NBA as well. So those two sports, basketball will be taking over a little bit, while we're going to continue to add NFL when we can around free agency, draft, big trade, and things like that. So I feel great, man. Off to a great start with the show, back-to-back days. We had great talks back-to-back days during the show. We hit everything that needed to be hit. And did not miss anything. So it was a successful day. If you are in here, y'all, do not forget to hit the thumbs up button on this video. Also, feel free to become a member on the YouTube side of things if you want to extend your support. If you're watching on Twitch, do not forget to hit that follow button and or become a sub. Facts and Stats is a daily sports show Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to go out. It's 84 degrees. My goodness. I'm about to go for a jog right now and enjoy this outdoor weather. Just thank y'all for all the support. Peace, blessings, and love. You can head to Open Talks if you want to have open talks with other people within the community and things like that. But I'm about to go outside and get this work in. So thank y'all for the support. See y'all 11 a.m. And also tonight for the Spurs and Celtics game, at least for the first half, and I'll come back at like the midway through the third or something like that, because I got a game to play. Pull up to my TikTok, y'all. Go live on TikTok in like an hour or some change or something like that, playing some 2K games. Peace, blessings, and love, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow and later tonight as well.